Good from the hill, but Volca, they have their own view that they can. It's close. I think the hill gets it by a skosh. But man, you come here and you're seeing a lot of fields. This is Iowa, right on the edge of town, and at least we're not maybe in the old fairgrounds that they used to play. Yeah. We'll hear from that a little bit with Cody Matheson, head coach for ACGC. But this Charger football team is undefeated. They're 6-0. ACGC, AHSTW. I'm going to screw up those initials about 10 million times tonight. There's a lot of them. A lot of towns would have a lot of into this game. The Vikings are 3-3 on the season, and really the potential for a district title exists next week between the Chargers and Riverside. Sure, but both of those teams have to survive their test this week. Riverside, they got Central Decatur. They should be okay. But it's no easy cakewalk coming in here to Avoca for ACGC, and Matheson knows that all too well.
Yeah, he does. And when you look at the Chargers team, I'm just going to go Chargers and Vikings. I'm telling you the whole I'm not doing all the letters because I will screw it up. The attention to detail with the Chargers is what makes them elite. Everybody's like, they've only thrown 4 times. They don't have to throw because their attention to detail on every single play is what, even when the defense knows, okay, the play's coming to this side, they are just better at executing because they're meticulous and doing it over and over and over. And even when you know it's coming, you can't stop it.
Yeah, they're pretty impressive on both sides of the football. They just, it's all about execution, but it's also very simple, and they just run it right down your throat. The problem is that the linebackers for AHSTW, guys like Sam Sturm and company, how are they going to stop that running game? How are they going to identify? They have to identify who has the ball, and it's basically how soon will they identify that?
Yeah, and the biggest thing, one, the speed is something that you can't simulate in practice. When the Vikings are getting ready for this, you can't simulate the speed that the Chargers bring at you. But the other key is you have to trust your teammate, because when you're looking at the triple option, one person has the fullback dive, one person has the quarterback, and one person has the running back that's in motion. If one person doesn't do their role, it's game over. That's when the Chargers are going to break it free. So it comes down to how disciplined you are on top of all the athleticism and everything that they have, and that's the reason why they're 4th in the state right now.
On the other side of the ledger, AHSTW, it comes down to execution for themselves because they have some playmakers as well with Drew Lee, Gatlin Gettler, Dayton Osbar is still developing as a quarterback. We keep forgetting he's only a sophomore. Their passing game has not kind of hit on all cylinders yet this season. Maybe he can find Colin Harder a couple of times tonight. Matheson has always been worried about the pass game. He's made some adjustments in that. They saw a passing team last week in Central Decatur, and they completely wiped that one off the planet. So what do the Vikings do? How do they attack the Chargers defense? And ACGC is going to get some long sustaining drives. AHSTW has to maximize the use of their drives in addition.
Maximize the use and don't get behind the chains. So if you pass on first down, don't take the sack. Just either get a positive yard or two or throw it away. You cannot get behind the sticks because then with that front 7 that the Chargers have, they're just going to pin their ears back and attack you. Because even though, Coach Matheson will say that, once again, athletes and the speed at that deep on all levels, at the corners and the safeties, their speed can. But, we saw in week 1, if I was the Vikings and Coach Petty, I would probably do some quick slants. If timing and everything, can you get people out in space with a quick slant, spread them out a little bit, and then get your chunks on the running game. But it sounds simple. You just cannot get behind the chains.
And both teams are missing key linemen here tonight, so it's going to be even, really. Jackson Shutters for AHSTW will not play tonight. He's normally their center and will also start on the defensive side, but he's not going to be able to go. And for ACGC, it will be Cade Sorensen who will be out of the lineup tonight. He was not able to play after an injury last week, and Matheson is afraid he might be out for the season. We'll see. There's still a chance maybe he could be back later on, depending on how things go, but definitely won't be in the lineup tonight. Coming up, it's our Wyoda Steakhouse Coaches Show as we hear from both head coaches. Bring the family and your friends to a tradition of great eating at the Wyoda Steakhouse. We'll hear from Davis Pattee of AHSTW, but up next, the head coach for ACGC, Cody Matheson, after this 2-minute timeout on KSOM.
Potski Tree here.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
We're back here on KSOM. It's our Wyoda Steakhouse Coaches Show as we get ready for tonight's matchup between AHSTW and ACGC. And joining us now is the head coach for the Chargers, Cody Matheson. And Coach, a good win to celebrate homecoming last week over Central Decatur. Well, to go 7-0, you'll have to get by the Vikings. What stands out the most when you look at AHSTW?
Well, they're very big and they're very athletic. The one thing that I'm very familiar with AHST, now AHSTW. I usually just call them Avoca just because that was always just easier to say. But you're talking about a team that dating back to when I was in school, they beat us in the regular season when Coach Foss was the head coach still there. Obviously, we think we were the number one team to stay at the time. They beat us 21-7. Then we went on to play them in the quarterfinals on the road, and this is when they still played. If you're familiar with it, they still played inside the racetrack, in front of the fairgrounds. So, do you know about this? Did you know this?
No, I did not.
Okay, so back in 2000, the early 2000s, their field was in the middle of a dirt racetrack. So the bleachers were like a grandstand, covered grandstand for the fairgrounds. And that's where you played.
Wow.
Until they built their new field. So anyway, we went there twice that year and, we ended up beating in the quarters. And then, fast forward to the next year after I had graduated, it was a 42-41 shootout. Avoca ended up winning that game. And then they played Avoca again in the quarterfinal game on the road. And Madrid was superior in that game and ended up beating them. So, you got talking about a team that played in the state championship against Hudson and lost to I think a 35 or 31-7 football game in 2018. So they've got recent success. They've got a lot of pedigree. They got tradition. They got guys and coaches who are coming back that know how to win football games and have won football games. So, you never count them out. They're going to be well coached. They have a lot of pride, and, really at the end of the day, it's going to be a team that if you overlook and you start thinking one head a game, or you start thinking about other things and you don't focus on your task at hand, they will beat you. And so that's been a really big stressing point. Our kids are not looking ahead. Our kids are focused on the task at hand. If we want to get to where we want to be, we got to go through Avoca. We got to go on the road and take care of business there. So I'm really excited for what our kids have. This opportunity is going to be a great football game. But I know for a fact that our kids are fully focused and ready to go in regards to the opponent at hand, and not looking ahead to what could be, because that's something that's being preached down right now. You could probably tell by what I know about them and the things that I know about Avoca and the things that have taken place there in the years and the experiences that I have, that I know what kind of opponent this is, and our kids are going to know the same thing.
Well, I mean, they've got more running yards than they do passing, but not they could still throw the football. Dayton Osbar is a sophomore, but he's got a good target in Colin Harder. Drew Lee can run it. Gatlin Getler can run it. And those two guys have different styles. So how do you account for that in this game?
Well, I think really at the end of the day, we have our philosophy in place of what kind of defense we're going to be. We're going to have our interior guys be, with Jack Sheeter and Carter Richter being our two, DTs who are pretty big plugs for us. And have been all year. Obviously, Xander Hardwood is a guy who flies around. We're not going to change anything we're doing in regards to our defensive scheme or our philosophy. We're going to make some adjustments based off of what they do and maybe some tendencies that they have that they do on offense. I mean, that's any opponent we play. We scout them. We may align differently to some different adjustments and maybe motions, things like that. But every defensive coach does that. But really, at the end of the day, I really try to keep it the old KISS method. Keep it simple and stupid, and let our kids fly around with their hair on fire and don't have to really, overthink too much. And if we've been doing this pretty well for the last, 6 weeks, and our defense has been playing pretty well and creating turnovers, if it's not broke, why try to do something different? Why try to fix it? So I think really the most part of where a lot of coaches get lost, they try to do so much and try to do so many different things and make adjustments week by week. The kids don't get comfortable, and they're always trying to have to learn something new instead of, hey, just play fast. Because when you think, you play slow. When you overthink, you play slow. And when you overthink, you play slow, you make mistakes. So that's kind of what we try to do and play those into our kids' hands to make sure that they're flying around with their hair on fire, and they're being a heat-seeking missile and they're ready to blow stuff up.
Well, should be an entertaining game here. It's a district game as well. As things coming down to the wire, every game matters for playoff positioning. Coach, really appreciate your time and best of luck here tonight against the Vikings. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Chris. Thank you. We'll see you later on.
Cody Matheson, head coach for ACGC, joining me here on the Wyoda Steakhouse Coaches Show on KSOM.
What's your favorite thing to eat at the Wyoda Steakhouse? I love the certified Angus steaks and burgers. Wait, I'd like to change my answer to the pork tenderloin. No, the fried chicken. Okay, it's the all-you-can-eat fish on Friday night. But then there's that macaroni and cheese. Okay, the final answer is the mac and cheese. Sorry, Grandma, it's the best. So bring the family and bring your friends to a tradition of great eating at the Wyoda Steakhouse. Open 5 to 10 Tuesday through Saturday. Or give them a carryout call at 712-783-9232.
We're back here on KSOM on our pregame show. It's our Wyoda Steakhouse Coaches Show as we look at today's game between ACGC and AHSTW. And head coach for the Vikings, Davis Petit, joins me now. And, Coach, how are you feeling about your football team coming into this showdown with the Chargers?
Well, we're certainly feeling better about ourselves this week in terms of just health. We had some illness and some other issues going on last week, so we're physically in a lot better place to play a football game. So we're excited about that.
Well, it looks like ACGC and Riverside are going for a showdown maybe next week for the district title, but you can spoil all that with a win here against the Chargers. You are coming off a tough loss to Mount Ayr, so what do you just feel about your football team and having to face, the style of offense that ACGC features?
Yeah, I mean, we'll learn a lot after a first couple series. That's for sure. I mean, it's feast or famine. They're not going to try to trick us. They're not going to throw the ball. They've thrown it 4 times all season, and it's probably as much for fun and experimentation as anything else. They're going to run the football. They're going to run the football between the tackles, and then they'll toss it out wide a few times if you can pinch in and stop them once in a while. But yeah, they're gonna run it. They got 4 or 5 very capable backs and an extremely physical front. So we'll find out early if we're up for the task or not. So it's exciting from that standpoint.
How can you simulate their style in practice to prepare for it?
Yeah, you really can't. I mean, if we're being honest, you just can't unless you run that style of offense. There's really no way to do it. And I mean, it would be disrespectful to say any scout team probably in Class A or 1A or 2A maybe even could replicate what ACGC's been working on for years and kind of perfected the craft. And Cody Matheson's obviously played it as a high school prep, so it's in their blood, and they know it really well. And the timing and the physicality off the ball is not replicable, to answer your question.
They're successful because they're all seemingly their offensive players are all on the same page. How do you try to do that? Is that kind of what you have to do with your defense? I mean, you're all your guys defensively have to be on the same page, when you're trying to stop that run.
Yeah, you absolutely have to, and you have to trust the guy next to you that he's going to tackle the right guy, and that it's not going to pull me away from my assignment to help somebody else. Because on any one play, they've really got 3 guys that could touch the ball. I mean, that's the beauty of the triple option type look, and I know they're running the belly option too, so it's not all triple option. But in a listener sense, it's an easy way to explain. But they can give it to the back, the quarterback can keep it, or they can pitch the ball. And if anybody's pulled away from one assignment to go help somebody else, that's when they'll exploit you, and they'll get a 40, 50, 60, 80 yarder. I mean, they've got a couple different guys that can really fly and take it the distance, and they'll make you pay.
And just tell me about some of your guys on the defense. I mean, how do you feel like your defense is playing coming into this football game, and who's been standing out lately?
You look at scores, and I'm sure nobody thought we played well at Mount Air, and for some of the game we didn't, but for a good stretch of the game we actually did play well. We held them to 6 through the first quarter and only 6 in the second quarter. And that's a high-powered offense there too. And we were down a starter for sure with Gettler not available, and he's one of our studs, and we've got him back. And like I said, we weren't fully healthy anyway last week. No disrespect to Mount Air, they're a great football team, but we've got some guys that can fly around and make plays in our linebacking crew and secondary, and I'm excited to see them get a chance against a top-ranked team and see what we're made of.
Yeah. How important is it that Gettler is back to give you that 1-2 punch, especially in offense, because Gettler and Drew Lee, a good combination in the running game. ACGC is going to dominate the clock. Maybe you can also dominate the clock as well with those guys.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, Gatlin's a stud. I mean, he's been a 3-way force all year long. I mean, if you look at special teams too, I mean, he's been one of our most dominant, if or not most dominant player on special teams all year long. I mean, he's an enforcer. He's fast and he's physical, and he's made some excellent plays for us in the special teams game too. So just having him available in all 3 phases is a major shot in the arm. So no, we're excited to have him back, and him and Drew have been incredibly selfless with each other and splitting carries, splitting reps in the backfield. And we're a team that wants to pass it a little bit too. So I'm just really proud of those guys and how they've stuck together and supported each other. It's been very good for our overall team.
How has been the passing game? Dayton Osbar has been able to spread it out a little bit. Colin Harder, though, your number one guy there, but I mean, he's not the only one who's caught a touchdown pass this year. There's a number of different guys who've been able to do that.
Yeah, we're trying to evolve. We're trying to spread the football around a little bit. But Colin's certainly been the number one target, and he's a special talent. So he's got to get some looks and get some touches, get some opportunities, or we're not doing our full offense justice either. But yeah, we certainly would like Chase and Cash and Caden to get some touches, and we've got Evan Harder, who's earned some more reps, and a couple other younger guys that are sneaking in there a little bit too. And we'll throw the tailbacks the ball out of the backfield as well. So, Dayton's done a good job of spreading it around, and it was nice for him to finish with a touchdown pass last week. And we certainly were hoping for more. Got inside the 10, and just couldn't quite squeak it through a couple times in the first half. Otherwise, that would have been a really exciting game.
Well, should be an entertaining game here. They're coming to your joint. Playoff implications on the line, certainly. Big football game for both teams. Coach, really appreciate your time and best of luck here today against ACGC.
Yeah, thanks so much. No, we're going to give it our best and see if we can give ourselves a chance here late to play spoiler. We'd love that opportunity.
Davis Pattee, head coach for AHSTW football. Joe is here on our Wyoda Steakhouse Coaches Show on KSOM.
What's your favorite thing to eat at the Wyoda Steakhouse? I love the certified Angus steaks and burgers. Wait, I'd like to change my answer to the pork tenderloin. No, the fried chicken. Okay, it's the all-you-can-eat fish on Friday night. But then there's that macaroni and cheese. Okay, the final answer is the mac and cheese. Sorry, Grandma, it's the best. So bring the family and bring your friends to a tradition of great eating at the Wyoda Steakhouse. Open 5 to 10 Tuesday through Saturday. Or give them a carryout call at 712-783-9232.
Touchdown Beer and Griddle in Atlantic is your ultimate destination for great food, cold drinks, and an unbeatable atmosphere. Whether you're craving juicy burgers, mouth-watering tacos, or a crisp beer to wash it down, we got you covered. Enjoy a wide range of appetizers, wraps, sandwiches, and indulgent desserts, perfect for sharing with family and friends. With a fun and friendly vibe, it's a perfect spot to catch the game, hang out, make lasting memories. From the first bite to the last sip, Touchdown Beer and Grill delivers the ultimate hangout experience. Come for the food, stay for the fun.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
For the whole family, bring the kids for skate nights. Kids explore pop-up museum events and year-round splashing in the pool. There's always more to explore at the Y.
When you're in the market for a vehicle, you want to stick with people who care about you. Lyman Auto's top priority is putting your family in a safe and reliable vehicle. Lyman Auto, a short drive for the best people, from people you can trust.
High school football on KSOM.
AHSTW is taking the field, and we are about ready for football. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for the visitors, ACGC. They'll go with senior Tommy Scram at quarterback, 5'8", 154-pound senior. Joe Crawford, the running back, 5'8", 159 senior. Brexton Schneider, the fullback, 6', 181 senior. Ryder Klein is the halfback, 5'9", 170 junior. Colin Stringham is the wide receiver. At least he'll start. He's more of a blocker, 6'3", 164-pound senior. Up front, Brennan Tunick, the left tackle, 6'2", 206 senior. Garrett Lemke, the left guard, 6'1", 287 junior. Cash Schur, the center, 6', 229 junior. Jack Sheeter, the right guard, 6'4", 287 senior. Carter Richter, the right tackle, 5'11", 220 senior. Morgan Nolte, the tight end, 5'10", 182 junior. On the defense, Nolte and Sheeter and Richter and Tunick up front. The linebackers, Klein and Schneider on the outside. Xander Harwood, the leading tackler, and he's the inside backer. Tommy Scram, Joe Crawford, the corners. Charlie Christensen, a 5'11", 150 senior, and Kinnick Froelich, 5'7", 137 sophomore, are the safeties. And now for AHSTW, Dayton Osbar, the sophomore quarterback, 6'5", 185. Drew Lee, the senior tailback, 6', 180 senior. Gatlin Getler, the other running back, 6', 165 senior. Looks like the Vikings won the toss and they deferred. Colin Harder, the wideout, 6'2", 185 senior. Chase Wheatley, wide receiver, 5'11", 159 senior. Kyler Sandboothie, the tight end, a sophomore, 6'3", 185. Up front, the center is now Sage Blotzer, a 6'1", 200-pound junior. The lineman, Donovan Behrens, 195-pound sophomore Jackson Jensen, 195 junior. Caden Jorgensen, 250 senior. Roman Scheffler, 240 junior. Cash Freeman will see some time at fullback, a 5'7", 205 senior. On the defense, the DNs are Jensen and Jorgensen. Behrens and Roman Scheffler are the D tackles. Sam Sturm, 5'8", 165 junior, the linebacker, along with Freeman and Gettler. The defensive backs are Lee Harder, Chase Wheatley, and Evan Harder, 5'9", 150-pound sophomore. There you have it, the starters for the two A teams here tonight as we get ready for the opening kickoff between ACGC and AHSTW. And it will be the Chargers on offense first here. John, going to be a great night.
Awesome night.
70 degrees here at game time. And Cash Freeman will boot it deep. I got to turn the binoculars around. The problem with ACGC is they have gold on white. That's going to be an issue.
That's why you get paid the big bucks.
Gold numbers on white uniforms with gray pants. Crawford and Schneider are back deep for ACGC. And you know what? Cody Matheson, he'll take the ball first. I'm sure he's not going to cry about that. But I always like the ball second and to get it in the third quarter.
Yep.
All right, a beautiful night for football here in Avoca. And actually going to let the clock run down here. And, I mean, this is going to be a good early test for the Viking defense. How are they going to identify who Scram is going to give the ball to? You know, you got to Madrid, they focused on trying to stop the outside, and then Braxton Schneider 2 weeks ago shredded them inside for over 200 yards. So which way do you go?
You can't pick.
No, you can't.
You have to be a.
That was Madrid's problem.
No, that exactly, and Madrid should know. I mean, because they run the same thing, and you know, you have to stay disciplined. Coach talked about it. It's easy to say. Each person has to do their role to make a play, and you know that's the key. Because if there's one play that somebody tries to do something beyond their responsibility, that's when the Chargers get.
And the Vikings have to play mistake-free football tonight.
Absolutely, yeah.
They have potential to put something together. They just haven't done it yet. Maybe tonight is their night. I don't know. The Chargers certainly hope not. Okay, we're ready to go. A little bit of pink out there on pink night here in Avoca. And Freeman ready to approach, right to left on your radio dial. And he pooches at a short kick, but one of the upmen for the Chargers fields it just shy of the 40-yard line. And ACGC will go on offense first. So Tommy Scram will lead his team out to the football field. And Joe Crawford and Braxton Schneider. Schneider will be in the middle, Crawford on one side and Ryder Klein on the other. And they'll move left to right on your radio dial. They'll actually start it right at their own 40-yard line.
You think they're pass?
Well, then it would surprise everybody. It would be a shocker. Scram under center. And they run it up the gut with Schneider, and Schneider shoves his way forward for about 4.
Yeah, you know, everybody is all within. There's no wideouts, anything. You know, you're basically just seeing what you can get up the middle. And even with all that there, linebackers up and everything, Chargers still get a good 4 yards.
It'll be 2nd down and 6 for ACGC. They are ranked 4th in the state in Class A. They need a win to set up a district title game next week against Riverside. And Scram under center with Schneider right behind him. And Scram hands it off, and up the middle, Schneider was able to bust forward and get close to a first down. Actually, his knee went down at about the 47-yard line, 48-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
Yeah, Freeman actually from the outside linebacker does a really good job filling there. So we have 2 times now that they've gone up the middle with the fullback. Would not be surprised if they fake that and try to get that corner.
So it's 3rd down and about 2.5, maybe just over 2.5. Tight formation. Scram under center for the Chargers. And He hands it off again to Schneider, and he just simply plows forward, plowing the fields, and he has the Vetter Equipment first down across midfield down to the Viking 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Yeah, just really hard-nosed football there, Chris. Once again, off right tackle, off left tackle, off right, and just still going up in between those tackles with that push.
And those outside tackles and guards, they like to pull too. So again, it's scram under center, and it's first down and 10. And a carry up the gut. And once again, nothing flashy, and Schneider just rolls forward and is brought down at about the 41-yard line. He'll get 7 yards.
Yeah, a little different wrinkle there, Chris, because the fullback ends up being a lead blocker there. So you have one more additional blocker with the fullback not getting the ball. And when it looks like we got an injured Viking.
Yeah, it is Jorgensen, who looks like he's got a stinger. Well, he's holding his, it's either something wrong with his shoulder or his arm. He's coming off the field, and his right arm is kind of dangling a little bit. I mean, I hope he didn't get that shoulder popped out. That's a huge loss. Already missing one lineman and Shutters, and now Jorgensen is out of there. It's second down and 3 for the Chargers at the Viking 41-yard line. Crawford in motion. He gets the pitch to the far side, and they stop play. We're going to have a motion call against ACGC.
Yeah, so
this is a break for AHSTW that move them back, and that's what you want to do. You try to get the Chargers into second and third down and long.
Yeah, I mean, that, once again, stay disciplined. First time the Chargers were going to try to use the speed of Crawford to get outside, but the near side wide receiver just flinched just a little bit.
It's second down and 8 for ACGC. As they break the huddle, moving left to right on your radio down, they'll actually bring 2 wides to the near side. What the heck's going on here?
I don't know.
Scram under center on second down and 8. And the pitch coming near side and breaking it down the numbers to the 20, to the 10. And Crawford at the last second was caught at the 2-yard line. Absolutely. Crawford thought he was all the way into the end zone. And at the very last second, Gettler tripped him up. He grabbed his feet on a dive, and Gettler got him.
Yeah, that's great effort by Gettler. But the reason why they brought the Twins out is to have two additional blockers out there in space. Crawford does a great job of getting through the initial linebacker line, but great angle and not giving up by the Vikings defense.
It's a gain of 40 for Crawford. It's a Vetter Equipment first down, and they're in the Hoist Distributing red zone. Scram under center and first down and goal, and Crawford is in for the touchdown. He just came around from the far side of the field from the wing, and Scram just gave it to him, and he just took it the rest of the way for his 11th touchdown of the year.
So basically it's the same play. You said it right, Chris. Left side wing back, and you're thinking, okay, he's going to go outside, but that guard pulls and trap blocks, and it's right inside the tackle. So there's, even when they bring the motion, they're doing 3 different phases of where that actual hole is planned to be.
It's simple and yet complicated at the same time. And that's Cody Matheson in a nutshell and how he plays football.
Absolutely.
There's a lot going on in one play, but it's also always simple. Oliver Wetzel will attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. 8:54 to go in the opening quarter. ACGC draws first blood. They lead it 7-0. Back after this here on KSOM.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
When your home or business has been affected by water, fire, smoke, or mold, and you don't know what to do next, We do. From one room to multiple levels, we can do it all while working with you and your insurance company. Service Master by Rice is your local experts for residential and commercial restoration, offering emergency services 24/7, 365. To set up services, call 712-243-5373 with phones answered 24/7. Service Master by Rice serves all of Western Iowa.
That sets up a 2-yard touchdown run for Crawford, and he just has the ability to break it every time he touches the ball. And if it wasn't for a great effort by Gettler, he would have had a 42-yard touchdown run. Wetzel end over end, but a little short. Fielded at the 16-yard line by Gettler. He's trying to go backwards, forwards. That's not going to work. He crosses the 25 to maybe the 26-yard line.
Really nice hang time there by the kickoff. Not very deep, but once again, it shows you get that ball up in the air, the coverage can get down there a lot better.
Remember, we saw Wetzel kick a 42-yard field goal.
Yeah.
It's actually 43-yard field goal in our first game of the year against Panorama. He hasn't kicked a field goal yet since.
Right.
They haven't needed him to.
They don't need to.
All right, AHSTW down 7-0 on the C-Pro scoreboard. First down and 10 from their own 27. Osbar in the shotgun. Hands it off. Gettler going far side at the numbers. Cuts it upfield and crosses the 30 to about the 32-yard line. And that's a pickup of 5.
Really nice toss play. Basically, running backs on both sides of the quarterback there in the shotgun, using that lead backer to kick out the corner, and then a nice cutback for a good 5-yard first down play.
Second down and 5 for the Vikings. Right to left on your radio dial. One wide to the near, one to the far. In the shotgun, Osbar, split backs, and he hands it off. And coming off right side and he's pretty much thrown down as Lee. He crosses the 35 to the 36. It's a gain of 4, just shy of the first.
Yeah, really good job just going on the other side, trying to see what they can get there. Wouldn't be surprised maybe on this one to try to get the first down, come back to the same play and have the quarterback keep that, because he had on that boot, he had some green grass.
Third down and 1 for the Vikings at their own 36-yard line. Again, Osbar in the shotgun with split backs behind him. Third and short. Osbar will hand it off to Lee. He runs right into a pile and nothing doing. There was nowhere to go as the Chargers just simply bottled him up is the best way you could say it.
Yeah, that's a great job by the front four for the Chargers. And you said it right, Chris, just bottled it up. And what you're seeing is even with the 4 down linemen, they got 4-3-4. So those 3 linebackers, especially here, it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, I wouldn't run at Richter. That's one guy I would stay away from. And their ACGC is shifted around. 4th down and 1. Osbar hands it off. Coming near side and breaking it at the 40 is Lee. And he's thrown out of bounds. And he runs into the bench. Way out of bounds. The fans wanted a late hit, but they're not going to get it. Lee is going to have the veteran equipment first down. And it's going to be a big-time gain of about 12 yards for Lee on 4th and 1. A brave decision, but Davis Patty says, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. And Lee does a great job of the vision. Just basically jump cuts outside to make sure he gets that first down.
Now the I formation behind Osbar. And he gives it to Lee again. Stutter step move into Charger territory. He dives to the 47-yard line for a pickup of 5.
You know, that first down for the Vikings, you can just see it. The lineman even getting off, the offensive lineman exploding off with that for a huge, they call it 5, but I would say almost 5.5, 6-yard gain.
That one was right at Richter in the middle, and they got a block on him. And second down and 5 for the Vikings into Charger territory, the 47-yard line. They trail it 7-0 on the C-Pro score. Osbar play action, back to pass. He looks a couple of ways. He throws on the run, and it's incomplete. He had a man on the far side, but it was a Billy Kilmer wobbler and incomplete. Intended for Samboothie, I believe.
Yeah, great job of keeping end. Great job, Chris, of keeping his eyes up and eluding that, initial flush on the rush. But you got to be able to set your feet because that wide receiver catches that ball, could go for more than just a first down.
Wheatley to the far side, Hutter to the near side on 3rd down and 5. Osbar in the shotgun, and he hands it off. Lee coming near side, cuts it back up the middle, has the first down, and a stutter step move down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a first down for the Vikings.
That's a phenomenal job by the Vikings offense, just staying engaged, and great job by the running back, following that, being patient, following it for the first down.
1st and 10 for AHSTW at the Charger 34-yard line. Vikings on the move here. Osbar in the shotgun, gives it to Gettler, coming near side, stiff-armed and shoved back just shy of the 30-yard line by Richter. And Sheeter hit him first. Sheeter looks like he's down. Slow getting up, but he does get up. And Gettler down to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
Yeah, the sideline, so Sheeter at that offside defensive tackle, so he's lined up against the guard. He flows really well, and that's really hard for a defensive lineman to do, is keep your shoulders square without giving up any yards going backwards.
2nd out and 7 for AHSTW, right to left on your radio dial. Osbar back to pass. Here comes the pressure. He's hit as he throws. It's a wounded duck. It's going to be ruled incomplete.
Yeah, that play just took too long, Chris. They went 3 verticals, and that rush collapsed because if he could get that ball off, he was looking right down the opposite side hash, and it could have been a huge play.
It was Nolte, Richter leading the charge there. Osbar for his first 2. It's 3rd down and 7 for the Vikings at the 31. And they're going to hand it off. And Lee gets turned around inside and shoved backwards. And the Chargers were ready. That time he could not get to the edge. And the Chargers made him cut back into the heart of their defense for no gain.
Yeah, Sheeter and company, once again, the defensive interior line does a great job. Even when they're trying to trap block them, all you have to do when you're getting trap blocked is don't move. Don't allow yourself to get pushed out, and that's what they do a great job with, because they stay low to the ground.
And a good seal on the outside by the Charger defense that time. It's 4th down and 7, and AHSTW will go for it. They don't have a field goal all year long. Osbar in the shotgun. They spread the field with 4 wides, and they got to burn a timeout. 4:29 to go in the first quarter. ACGC leads on the C-Pro scoreboard 7-0. We're back in a minute on KSOM.
Need expert excavation work done right? Call Harrison Hoyt Excavation, your local pros in site prep, grading, and land work. From homes to driveways, landscaping to construction, we handle it all with safety, precision, and modern equipment. Storm damage? We're ready for emergency excavation when you need us most. Based right here in Atlantic, Iowa, we proudly serve our community and surrounding counties, on time and on budget. Call Harrison Hoyt Excavation today at 712-249-5137 or email harrison@hchexcavation.com.
Where will you be in 2, 5, or even 10 years? Do you dream of a more fulfilling career with greater earning potential? Let Iowa Western help you achieve those goals. This is Cindy Wetterland, Iowa Western Cass County Director, and all of our Iowa Western instructors are dedicated to your learning, growth, and advancement towards reaching your greatest potential. The Atlantic Center offers a wide variety of college credit coursework with small class sizes to maximize your experience and opportunity to excel. Start working towards your degree by stopping into Iowa Western Cass County Center to change your future today.
AHSTW at the Charger 31-yard line. Osbar in the shotgun and back to pass. Here comes the pressure, trying to set up a screen, and it's incomplete. Across the middle of the field, Harder was not open. He was open maybe to catch it, but even if he had caught it, there were tacklers around him. He probably, maybe would not get the first down. And the Vikings turn it over on downs.
Yeah, defensive end for the Chargers on their left side basically comes in, and he doesn't get touched. And they had trips to the left. You almost wonder, was there a breakdown because you only had 4 rushing? Because like you said, Chris, those linebackers were right where Harder was trying to get the ball.
Well, I think the defensive front were coming, but they let him come, trying to set up that screen play, but the linebackers didn't bite on it. And now a flag is down, and they're going to call ACGC for their second false start of the game. And Cody Matheson just got another gray hair.
Oh, he's too young to have gray hairs.
Oh, well. No, they call offsides on AHSTW. Wow. Well, this does not start off well here. 4:24 to go in the opening quarter. 7-0 ACGC. Tonight's game is brought to you by Iowa Western Community College. Empowers learners, advances communities, and improves lives. First down and 5 for the Chargers at their own 36-yard line. Scram under center. Crawford goes in motion. Fullback dive to Schneider, and he got tripped up a little bit. That slowed him down. He got a couple, maybe 3. And they're trying to soften up the interior of that Viking defense with Schneider, and he's hammering out 4, 3, 5, 7, 3 yards. Actually, they gave him, I think he got more than what I thought. He dove forward and still was able to get all the way to the 30. Oh, yeah, it was a gain of 3. It's first and 5.
Yeah,
I was thinking,
yeah.
first and 10. Yeah. Second and 3. And to give that time to Schneider up the middle. And breaking it to the outside of the 40. Down to the 35-yard line is Schneider on a great run.
Yeah, Schneider's really lucky. I don't know if you saw it, Chris. That ball popped up right when he got the handoff. Wasn't very clean. Popped up. Got control back of the ball and just a huge hole there. Kind of on opposite way of Crawford's big run to the right. They brought him from the right side to the left.
It's like a fullback trap.
Yeah.
Gain of 27, a better equipment first down run for Schneider. First down at 10 of the Viking 35. Give it to Schneider again, and just a big pileup. And the Vikings gang tackle and shove him back. Forward progress gets him inside the 35 to the 33. It's a gain of 2.
Yeah, just a great job by everybody. Team defense there for the Vikings. Everybody doing their role. Chest-to-chest tackles. Really good job on that first down.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Harrison Hoying Excavation, your local experts in excavation and land work. 712-249-5137. Second down and 8 for the Chargers at the Viking 33-yard line. Oh, I'm totally lost that ball. I mean, Scram, I think, kept it. He ran. That's the problem with their misdirection. I saw motion going on the wings to the outside and near side, and Scram kept it. He got inside the 30 to the 29, and he gets about 4.
See, that's the thing is even as a linebacker, they've done the fullback dive so many times, you hesitate, and Scram, that's how he was able to get the positive yards.
Third down and 4. And I give it to Crawford. Crawford is pushing the pile forward and just shoved. No, actually, that's Schneider. See, that's just, you just don't know in those
tough.
numbers.
I'm glad you're doing a lot better job than I ever would.
Schneider gets the veteran equipment first down to the 24-yard line. And that's a veteran equipment first down. A nice run for Schneider as he gets about 6.
Great jump cut. So what I mean when I jump cut, Chris, is you're going there, you use both feet to cut. Instead of planning, you go both sides, so you go side to side with both feet.
Give it to Schneider again, up the middle, and he just, like a bulldozer, just bowling his way forward inside the 20 into the Hoist Distributing red zone, and he's down to about the 17-yard line, and it's another gain of 6.
Yeah, you know you have good pad level, Chris, when the defenders are tackling, and then they are holding on as they're falling backwards.
Clock moving, 1:20 to go in the opening quarter. 7-0 ACGC on the C-Pro scoreboard, and they're driving for more. It's third down and 3. And Scram is going to keep it this time. He faked the handoff. He got hit at the 10 and might have been dropped right there. He's going to have the veteran equipment first down and a gain of 6.
Yeah, that's what makes it so difficult. That time I followed the fullback. I mean, because it's so hard to explain, because every time you
think Schneider has the ball every time.
You think he has the ball every time, and by the time you realize he does not, that's when they can get outside shoulder of the defenders, and that's how they can get you.
And that's what I'm talking about, like Sturm and company in the linebacker spot, trying to identify who has the ball. you can't sometimes. It's first down and goal from the 10 in the Hoist Distributing red zone, and falling into the end zone. It's a touchdown run for Schneider. He broke through the initial wave, and that's the problem. You commit everybody for the run, and if they break a tackle up front, they can take it a long way, and Schneider only had to go 10.
Well, the other thing, Chris, that's the last time they went twins like that, they brought Crawford in motion just like they did on the 42-yard run before the last touchdown, and they did the exact same play. They gave it to the fullback instead of Crawford.
Wetzel to attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. 38 seconds to go in the first quarter. ACGC leads it on the C-Pro scoreboard 14-0. Back after this here on KSOM.
What's your favorite thing to eat at the Wyoda Steakhouse? I love the certified Angus steaks and burgers. Wait, I'd like to change my answer to the pork tenderloin. No, the fried chicken. Okay, it's the all-you-can-eat fish on Friday night. But then there's that macaroni and cheese. Okay, the final answer is the mac and cheese. Sorry, Grandma, it's the best. So bring the family and bring your friends to a tradition of great eating at the Wyoda Steakhouse. Open 5 to 10 Tuesday through Saturday. Or give them a carryout call at 712-783-9232.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today, I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
38 seconds left of the opening quarter. Wetzel will kick it deep. Colin Harder and Gettler back deep for the Vikings. And Wetzel approaches. It's end over end. Not much wind to speak of. Oh, it's muffed by one of the up man, and the ball fell forward, but the Vikings able to recover it. Ooh. And they'll fall on it at about the 25-yard line. Ooch.
It's good.
I think that was Lee, or was it Gettler? One of the two. I did not see, but I couldn't see the number, but the Vikings got lucky.
And it's good to see Jorgensen's back out there, Chris, for the Vikings.
Oh, that's good news. All right, first down and 10 for AHSTW. They have it at their own 25-yard line. They trail it 14-0. Osbar play action. Almost hit in the backfield. Runs it near side and powered down at about the 30-yard line. And it will be a gain of about 6.
I think we got a hold, though, on the Vikings.
Oh, there's a flag down on the near side of the field. Boy, he did a good job just to evade Tunick, who came in almost untouched to get Osbar. And Osbar was able to get away. But in the middle of all that massive humanity, we might have a penalty call. No, it's a face mask against ACGC. So Osbar will get 6, and then they'll tack on. It's an incidental, so they tack on 5 more to the 36-yard line, and that's.
If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
Harvest will be over before you know it. Now's the time to save with Better Equipment in Audubon. Sign up now for our after-harvest combine inspection special, just $1,200 for a complete inspection, plus a deep clean by Stahl's pressure washing. Includes power washing, blown out, and windows cleaned. And it gets better. Save 10% on genuine Case IH parts and service when Better Equipment does the work. Don't wait. Call 712-563-4219 today. Better Equipment, your local Case IH dealer in Audubon.
It's amazing what the students will do just for little mini footballs. They're cheering and they're yelling, me.
There's a great crowd on both sides.
Second down and 6, and the handoff, and nowhere to go is Gettler, and he just kind of going back and forth, and he is going to be stopped for no gain, maybe a gain of 1.
That is a hard-fought yard.
No, that was Lee, I'm sorry, on the
yeah,
carry.
Lee does a great job eluding two guys in the backfield just to get positive yards. Big 3rd and 3 here for the Vikings.
He was able to slip away and get a couple. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 for AHSTW, just across the 43-yard line. Osbar in the shotgun, left to right, play action. Then he pitches at the last minute to Gettler. Runs over a guy, gets spun around and out of bounds at about the 42 or maybe just short. Not the 42, the 41. He is close to a first down. I would think that Coach Pattee would go for it. 14-0 ACGC on the C-Pro scoreboard. And I don't know, yeah, it's just shy of the 41.
Well, they're going to measure it, but Osmore does a great job of holding it, but you got to make somebody commit. So when you run that option play and you're running it right at that defensive end, you got to get him there and you got to do it quicker. Because if you take time, Chris, then the defense can all flow to that running back.
And he is short of the first down. Tonight's game brought to you by Service Master by Rice, 24/7, 365, services all of Western Iowa. 712-243-5373. Just short of the Vetter Equipment first down in Audubon, your local Case IH dealer. And I would imagine Coach Pattee will go for it. If he went for it earlier on 4th down and 6, he's going to go, or 4th down maybe was at 3 or whatever it was. He's going to go for it on 4th down and about a half a yard. 11:17 clock is stopped here in the second quarter. ACGC on the C-Pro scoreboard leads it 14-0. And the Vikings are they haven't started the play clock yet.
Right.
I guess the change just got over to the other side of they had to come all the way from the far side to the near side of the field to measure that thing. The chain gang got to work out.
Absolutely, they did.
4th down and less than a yard. Tight formation. Osbar still in the shotgun, though. Looks over the defense. He takes it and runs near side. He is hit, but he falls forward. He's close to midfield. That's plenty for the Vetter Equipment first down.
So the last play, Chris, we talked about Osmore, even on the option play, maybe being a little timid there. That time, they came out tight trips, basically a diamond formation with the wide receivers right off tackle, and he knew he had to get a half yard, and he just put his shoulder down right off of those wide receivers' blocks to get a huge first down.
Gain of 4 and a Vetter Equipment first down just shy of midfield at their own 49-yard line. They have not, they've tried to throw the ball, but they've been unsuccessful. They had trips to the far side, one to the near. Now Lee in motion far side, and we got a flags thrown from every which way. Did he run out of time, or do we have motion? It's going to be on the Vikings. It's a false start called against AHSTW. Well, they were going to flood the far side of the field, and I think Coach Pattee is like, I had a good play on that one. And instead, they got to move them back 5 yards. They really need to score on this drive.
This is a big drive.
They are backed up now to their own 44-yard line. It's first down and 15. Wheatley to the far side of the field now. No more trips. Osbar play action. Back to pass. He's got time. He's going deep to the near side for Harder. And he comes back. No flags. It is incomplete. I'm surprised there wasn't a flag unless the ball got there just as the defender got there. It was very close to pass interference on Charlie Christensen. Christensen had a big game last week in the tackle department, but it's just going to go as an incomplete pass.
Yeah, Osmore does a great job of getting that ball up. Had to come back, but it's a catchable ball. And, good job, phenomenal job by the running back getting the linebacker that was blitzing there to give them time for that play.
And as it turned out, a great play by Christensen.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he didn't get called for a penalty. And now AHSTW has to burn a timeout because they broke the huddle too late with the play clock. And so with 10:28 to go in the second quarter, on the C-Pro score, ACGC leads 14-0. Back in a minute on KSOM.
Get more out of every acre with Hoist Distributing. We have precision planting for perfect rows, the best seed for strong starts, and premium fertilizer to fuel your yields. Fight pests and weeds with top quality chemicals. Everything you need to boost production and profits. From planting to harvest, Hoist Distributing is your partner in the field. Better tools, bigger harvests. Call Hoist Distributing in Audubon at 712-563-3030.
Kotzky Tree Care is recognized for their quality tree services. But did you know they also excel in landscaping? They can transform your home with stunning features like retaining walls, patios, pathways, or fire pits. At Kotzky Tree Care and Landscaping, they work closely with you to design the landscape you've dreamed of. Whether you're looking to update your outdoor space or start fresh with new construction, they'll work with you to bring your vision to life. For all your tree care and landscaping needs, call 712-249-9725. At Kotzky Tree Care and Landscaping, they're always willing to go out on a limb for you.
Second down and 15 for AHSTW. Left to right in the radio dial. They have it at their own 44. Osbar in the shotgun. Man in motion coming near side is Wheatley. Give it to Lee. Trying to bounce it up the outside. Bounces off of would-be tacklers and then bounce down after a gain of just 4. Looked like he was going to get a lot more than that, but the Charger linebacking core was able to recover, led by Harwood and company.
Couldn't have said it better, Chris. You look at that play, great play design. Everybody does their role. Chargers just do a phenomenal job of reading the play. Linebackers don't get depth. Linebackers get upfield and get to that ball, what could have been a huge play, just a 4-yard gain.
Third down and 11 at their own 48 for the Vikings. Osbar back to pass. He floats to the near side. He's being pressured. He throws on the run and it is incomplete. Intended for Drew Lee. And it was Schneider on the coverage for the Chargers, and punting time for HSTW.
Yeah.
And they still have not completed a pass.
You know, that one was because of the D tackles. Both D tackles had pressure, and when you can get pressure from all 4 of your defensive linemen, that's what makes that defense just one of the best in the state.
Osbar is the punter. He averages about 35 yards a kick. Crawford back deep. A little bit of pressure, but
Nice
Osbar
kick.
gets it away very high. Crawford doesn't catch it. He lets it hop inside the 10, down to the 2. Did he get into the end zone? No. Gatler got down there to down it at the 1-yard line. Wow. That is a 51-yard punt and no return. That's a 52-yard punt. What a punt by Osbar. And ACGC is backed up as far as you can go. What a punt by Dayton Osbar.
You know, he kind of does the rugby style, Chris,
but not on the run.
Not on the run, but angles it away from Crawford, which I would too, and does a great job.
But Crawford should have come up and caught it at around the 10. First down and 10. Scram hands it off to Schneider.
Oh, nice hit.
Got it on the right side. Vikings think they may have stuffed him on the end zone, but he was able to get out of it. And it will be second down and long here. Boy, Evan Harder thought they might have had a safety, but it's no gain for Schneider.
Yeah, Lane there, the sophomore, actually played football with his uncle at Atlantic. His uncle played for Northwest Missouri State.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. On one of the first national title teams.
They did give Schneider a gain of 1, so he gets to the 2. And it's second down and 9. Scram under center. And he gives it to Schneider again, and he just rumbles his way down close to the 10. He was able to just plow through a hole. I don't know where the hole was, but he found it, and he gets close to the 10. It'll be third down and short.
Yeah, that's, when you
gain
have
of 8.
Because they're trapping all the time, you have 2 guards coming at you. So on the defensive tackle, they always talk about combo block. The one guy gets that D tackle and then goes to the next level. And that's probably something we don't talk enough about, Chris, is the offensive linemen do just a great job of playing off of each other no matter what, because most of the time the defensive lineman's slanting.
Third down and a long 1. Crawford in motion. He gets the carry. Up the middle. Jumps over a guy. and that will slow him down, and he's dropped at the 15, but that's a Vetter Equipment first down on a gain of 6 yards because they were at the 10, and he just got across the 15-yard line.
Yeah, they're going right, and Crawford sees the vision. That's more than a jump cut. That's called, like you said, Chris, jumping over a pile and then getting a couple additional yards.
Yeah, that's a jump move.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a jump. Just a jump.
Yep.
And it's a Vetter Equipment jump. And it's a first down and 10 for the Chargers, moving right to left from their own 16-yard line. And the pitch to Crawford. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but he evades that, and he's able to power his way close to the 20-yard line as he gets about 4, maybe 3.
Yeah, so they're on the left hash, and Crawford's coming from the left, trying to get to the wide side of the ball, and that's a phenomenal job. Even though it's a 3-yard gain, that's a great job of that corner over there containing. We talked about it, and most of the time you're not thinking, okay, corner has to do his job, but Harder does a great job there of making sure that he does not bring everybody back. You got 10 teammates on this side of you, and he did.
Second down and 7. Scram pitches coming near side, and just sliding and sliding his way is Schneider, getting him outside to the near side, and he's going to get the Vetter Equipment first down all the way to the 30-yard line on a gain of 11. Now, that was Crawford again.
Oh, I think Snyder.
No,
Crawford,
I think I had it right.
Yeah, you had it right. Crawford was out here blocking. But, that's the thing, too, is with this, we're talking about the speed. We talked a lot about it week 1 with this team, with the track stars and the buy-in on the track program, is bringing that around. And you think you got them. You think you have, these guys, but their speed just accelerates.
First down and 10. Scram on the option. Will keep it. Fakes the pitch to Crawford. Up underneath, and he slips and slides his way forward and gets close to the 35-yard line. Just shy. It's a gain of 4.
That's one of the best 5-yard, 4.5, 5-yard gains you're going to see probably tonight by Scram, because he wants to pitch it to Crawford. The Vikings do a phenomenal job of having an outside linebacker and the corner covering him. He cuts it back, uses it against their momentum to get that 4-yard gain.
You stopped them for a gain of 4.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not stopping them. They're take that gain of 4.
Right.
That play was designed to get more, but second down and 6. Schneider going off of the right side this time. He refuses to go down, and he just bulls his way forward. He's just going to be shy of the first down by about a yard. It's going to be a gain of 5.
Once again, I mean, this is ACGC's type of game, right, Chris?
They started at the 1-yard line with 9:32 to go in the quarter.
And, they're chipping away, and you're just wondering how soon are they going to break a big one.
Third down and 1 from their own 39. Scram, pitches it near side. Crawford gets outside the numbers. Oh, he just jumped over a guy, but it slows him down. He gets the Vetter Equipment first down to about the 48-yard line. A gain of 9.
Yeah.
He just jumped right over Evan Harder.
Evan Harder, though, but if Evan Harder does not get that shoestring tackle, Crawford's going to the house. I mean, Evan Harder does a great job there from his safety. I think he came from the safety position to get that tackle, because we've seen before when Crawford gets in space, he can get from here to the touchdown really, really fast.
Sage Blotzer comes limping off the field for AHSTW, and he's now on the bench. It's a Vetter Equipment first down for the Chargers at their own 48-yard line. Scram under center, and he gives it on a misdirection coming up the middle. That time was that Klein. First carry of the game for Klein, and he only gets a couple, gets right at midfield.
Yeah, Sturm does a great job because all the motion's going away from him. And disciplined football is what we talked about, Chris. He doesn't go with the flow. He sees that guard come his way, gets through that guard for that wingback that's coming towards him.
Sturm has 39.5 tackles, Gettler 38, Lee 37. And the handoff to Crawford up the middle. He gets turned around. He just started going the other way to his left, and he falls into Viking territory down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it will be 3rd down and short for ACGC here. And the clock moving down to 3:44 to go in the second quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by Fikes Plumbing and Services, HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic, now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. 3rd down and 2. 14-0 on the C-Pro scoreboard for ACGC. The fake pitch. Scram is back to pass, and wide open. It's going to be a touchdown. Wide open. Everybody bid on it, and Joe Crawford is all by himself. And it's a 44-yard touchdown pass. Just their 5th pass of the year. Well, I'm going to have to talk to Matheson about that one. Wow. What is happening? Cats and dogs living together. ACGC throwing the football.
For your youngins, that's Ghostbusters.
Yes. Wetzel on for the extra point. And the kick is up, and it is good. A 44-yard touchdown pass, 3:22 to go in the first quarter. ACGC leads at 21-0 on the C-Pro scoreboard. And we're back after this here on KSOM.
Have you got calves in the pasture and dreams of financial success in the making? When you wean them, start them strong with the full line of starter feed options from Purina Mills and Adair Feed and Grain, the trusted team for generations of farmers. Packed with high-quality protein, essential nutrients, and science-backed formulas, our starters boost early growth, health, and weaning success because healthy starts lead to strong finishes. Give your calves the best start with Purina and Adair Feed and Grain. Purina, from the start and every step after.
Remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan. Oh, come on, Ref! That's simple human sense.
Call Community Insurance in Audubon today at 712-563-4422 or stop by at 422 Tracy Street in Audubon.
Tommy Scram just more than doubled his passing yardage on the season with that play. He went from 42 to 86. Wetzel will kick it deep. And backing up at the 5-yard line is Harder. Ooh, he got crunched. Actually, that was Gettler. Gettler got crunched across the 20. And so the Vikings down 3 touchdowns on the C-Pro scoreboard. That took a lot of time. That took 6 minutes and 10 seconds.
It took a lot of time, but if the Vikings get a score here, they get the ball to start the second half. So, there's been time. If they can find, the passing game just has not clicked quite yet because if it's open, it seems like the defensive front four are in his face. It's a huge drive here.
Osbar is 0 for 5 of the passing game. First down at 10. And they hand it off and got nothing to Gettler. Matter of fact, he might have lost a yard or two.
Yeah, right. I don't think he got anything. And we just talked about the front four. They all go, they go up. Their first step is on the other side, and then they react. They're exploding off the ball, but with low pad level.
I think ACGC's, the confidence is building on defense. They kind of know what the Vikings are going to do, and they're not going to respect the pass until they complete one. Second down and 10, clock moving, 2:35 to go in the first half. Osbar, and he's going to hand it off that time, and up the middle goes Gettler, and he got maybe a yard or two. Might have gotten to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Matheson called a timeout here.
Wow. Timeout call by the Chargers. 2:25 to go till halftime, but ACGC has a good defensive play for them here. 3rd down and 8 upcoming for the Vikings. Back after this, KSOM.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Third down and 8 for AHSTW. Osbar, and it might have been hit as he threw the ball. Wheatley a little slow getting up. He was on the ground. Osbar was facing a tremendous pressure by the Chargers, and that ball came out of his hand kind of funny. It is incomplete, and it's fourth down. The clock stops with 2:22 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, they had trips to the right, and Gettler goes in motion and just trying to swing it out to him, and it just didn't click because, once again, you said it, Chris, that front four just had tremendous pressure. And on a timing thing like that, you know, you got to get it out in space because the Vikings did have the Chargers outnumbered here because of the trips.
I guess there was a flag down, but they picked it up. Osbar was coming off the field, which I don't understand. He's been their punter. Cash Freeman has come on. I think there's some confusion on the Viking side right now, and Davis Pattee is talking with the official about what, I don't know. He's arguing something, maybe about the flag being lifted, maybe thinking that there should have been a penalty called against the Chargers. Now Osbar comes back on the field to punt it. And they blow the play clock going, so the official just said, let's go. So Osbar to kick it. Crawford standing back at his own 39-yard line. High snap, but Osbar gets it away. A low line drive kick. Crawford lets it hop, picks it up at the 37-yard line.
That's
and he's just thrown down by Gettler. Right at the 35-yard line.
Gettler doesn't make that tackle. There's a return at least 15 yards, if not more. That's a huge special team play by Gettler there. Great job.
So a 40-yard kick, no return by Osbar, who's done an incredible job punting. And now ACGC has the ball at their own 35 with 2:14 to go, and they lead on the C-Pro scoreboard 21-0. Well, the Vikings just come right up and line up on defense, and here's the pitch to Crawford going far side. Look out! Hit by his own guy. He ran into his own guy on the numbers. He's going to have the veteran equipment first down. He got a head of steam going, and he ran into his own blocker. And he gets a gain of 11.
Yeah, just the momentum there, and with that cutback, everybody was trying to go right. Crawford comes left and gets off balance.
First down and 10 toe for the Chargers at their own 46.
Another
Scram
pass.
is back to pass again. He just heaves it up deep, and it is underthrown, incomplete, but a flag is thrown at the last minute. I don't know how they can call a pass interference on that when the receiver fell down and the pass was dramatically underthrown. It was intended for Crawford again.
There's another flag here,
Yeah,
too,
there's a flag back at the line of scrimmage. So we got a flag deep, and we got a flag short. We got litter all over the field. 1:49 to go, 21-0 to the C-Pro scoreboard. By your side to maximize yields for the word go. Your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knudsen. Coming up, it's our Aiken Building Center halftime. And Jack McKee will look at tomorrow's game against for Iowa State against Colorado. They head to Dion territory, and they're marking off 15 yards against the Vikings. So that's pass interference. Both penalties must have been against the Vikings.
Yeah, it was defensive holding for the first one. That was declined.
So they have it now, first down at 10 for the 40. Here's the pitch to Crawford. A flag is down. That's Schneider, actually, and this is coming back, I think. Actually, Ryder Klein got the carry, and he gets inside the 30. It'd be a gain of about 8 yards, but this is coming back. So the Viking fans here will applaud that with 1:43 to go.
They weren't applauding the last one.
No, they were applauding that one.
Right, yeah.
So we're getting dizzy. We're going up, then back and forth.
But 2 passes.
Like watching a tennis match.
2 passes.
I know. Well, technically the one pass
doesn't count.
Yeah. It's first down and about 20 at the Viking 49.
Another
Fake
pass.
it. It's going for the air again. Wide open down the middle of the field. Crawford, and he's tackled inside the 5. They bid on the same play. Unbelievable. They threw it for 44 yards for a touchdown. They tried to do it again, and then they tried to do it again. And this time, they go all the way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 46 yards. They probably have more passing yards tonight than like the last 5 seasons combined. 1:30 to go. Timeout on the field. 21-0. It's a Vetter Equipment first down in the Hoist Distributing red zone. We're back at 30 seconds here on KSOM.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
Actually, I said it was at the 3. I'm mistaken. It's actually at the 8, so you got to back it up 5 yards. So it's a throw of 41 to Crawford. So it's first down and goal from the 8 for the Chargers. They already lead 21-0 on the C-Pro score. Scram under center. And they give it to Schneider on the dive, and he goes off the right side, and he gets inside the 5 down to about the 4-yard line. So it's a gain of 4.
Yeah,
that puts them over 100 yards, John, for the first half.
And not huge. I mean, just chunks, not huge runs, just chunk plays after chunk play.
4, 3, 5, 7, 3, 27, 2, 6, 6, 10, 1, 8, 11, 5, and 4. Second and goal from the 4. Scram will hand it off to Schneider, and he is in for the touchdown. He just found a way, squeezed through whatever hole there was, and there wasn't much, but he found enough. And it's a 4-yard touchdown run for Schneider, his 2nd of the game and 10th of the year.
And great job by the Chargers, right side of that offensive line, center to tackle, all 3, just with the push, Chris, and great job just following your blockers and keep moving your feet with low pad level.
So AHSTW cannot move the football. They had a nice punt, but a huge play to Crawford. Wetzel's extra point is good. 50 seconds left here in the first half. And ACGC with a 28-0 lead over AHSTW. Back in a minute on KSOM.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
Touchdown Beer and Grill in Atlantic is your ultimate destination for great food, cold drinks, and an unbeatable atmosphere. Whether you're craving juicy burgers, mouth-watering tacos, or a crisp beer to wash it down, we got you covered. Enjoy a wide range of appetizers, wraps, sandwiches, and indulgent desserts. Perfect for sharing with family and friends. With a fun and friendly vibe, it's a perfect spot to catch the game, hang out, make lasting memories. From the first bite to the last sip. Touchdown Beer and Grill delivers the ultimate hangout experience. Come for the food, stay for the fun.
Tracy Street in Audubon.
Wetzel will just pooch it, and it goes out of bounds. No, wait a minute.
No, they were
It didn't go out of bounds. They were offsides.
Yeah, they were offsides.
I was like, that didn't go out of bounds for a second there. I was like, what the? Oh, no. Yeah, they're offsides. All right. So 50 seconds left. Man, I don't know what I'm seeing here. 3 passes for ACGC. What the heck is going on? They've almost had as many passing attempts tonight as they've had all season. One of them was, of course, called back out of pass interference.
All right. Anybody out there that knows, in the last 3 seasons,
Well,
Texas,
I can look it up at halftime.
Yeah, there you go. Total passes, I bet you it's not even 15.
I bet you it's less than 20.
Yep.
And now Wetzel will kick it, and it kind of scatterbugs off the field. Gettler is turned around, but he gets to about the 35-yard line. That's Lee, actually, on the return. And I don't think the Vikings could do much. I think they're going to try. They should try and do something. We'll see what they can accomplish. They mark it at their own 36-yard line. But really, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of major mistakes by AHSTW. It's just been the defense for the Chargers has gotten better and better as the first half has gone on.
Yeah, and that front four, you can't underestimate the havoc that they are causing.
And the Vikings' inability to throw the football has not helped. Osbar back to pass. He rolls to the far side. He throws against his green, and it's incomplete. There was no receiver within anywhere of that one.
Harder was right there. It was just over his head. But you're right, Chris. He goes to the left, and it's so hard to go to the left, turn your shoulders, and try to go right down the hash then with a throw. And he's lucky that thing didn't get picked off because Harder was there, and there's 5 Chargers around him.
Well, Crawford had the best chance to catch it out of anybody. He tried to dive for it. It's second down and 10. Clock stops, 41 seconds to go. Trips near side for the Vikings. Left to right. Osbar in the shotgun. He's going to roll to the near side. Throws it underneath. Caught by Lee at the 40. And is hit there. He dives to the 45. It's a gain of 9. But that's their first completed pass of the night. And it just goes for 9 yards. It's third down and 1. And tick, tick, tick. 23 seconds left. And the Vikings are huddling up. And it looks like they're going to take it to the locker room here.
I love the effort by Lee. I mean, you're down 28-0, and you try to get all you can there. Great effort. They're going to try to get at least one more play here.
Trips in the wing on the near side. Osbar is going to run it to the near side. Runs into his own guy, goes out of bounds, and he'll have the veteran equipment first down, I think.
It's close.
No, I think they're going to mark it at the 40.
They gave it to him.
Yeah, they mark it at the 46, so it's a gain of 2. But the clock stops with 3 seconds left, so they have time pretty much for one more play. How far can Osbar throw?
I was going to say, you got to have at least a 44-yard throw if you want to get it to the end zone.
They're inducting Cordell Stewart into the Colorado Hall of Fame tomorrow.
Yeah.
He threw it 72 yards on one play. Osbar back to pass. He throws across the middle. Hook and ladder to Lee from Harder. But Lee is gang tackled at the 43-yard line, and they only get about, 3, 5, 8, 9 yards, and that's going to be the end of the first half. So on the C-Pro scoreboard, a one-sided affair as ACGC leads it over AHSTW 28-0. Coming up, Jack McKee will look at tomorrow's Iowa State game against Colorado. Our Aiken Building Center halftime starts right now. Aiken Building Center, we're the do-it-yourself pros in Atlantic, Corning, Clarinda, and Creston. Our Aiken Building Center halftime starts right now on KSOM.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
When your home or business has been affected by water, fire, smoke, or mold, and you don't know what to do next, we do. From one room to multiple levels, we can do it all while working with you and your insurance company. Service Master by Rice is your local experts for residential and commercial restoration, offering emergency services 24/7, 365. To set up services, call 712-243-5373 with phones answered 24/7. Service Master by Rice serves all of Western Iowa.
Need expert excavation work done right? Call Harrison Hoyt Excavation, your local pros in site prep, grading, and land work. From homes to driveways, landscaping to construction, we handle it all with safety, precision, and modern equipment. Storm damage? We're ready for emergency excavation when you need us most. Based right here in Atlantic, Iowa, we proudly serve our community and surrounding counties, on time and on budget. Call Harrison Hoyt Excavation today at 712-249-5137 or email Harrison at hchexcavation.
Buffaloes with coverage here on KSOM. ISU fell behind to the University of Cincinnati 31-7 and ended up running out of time in a 38-30 loss. Head coach Matt Campbell says nothing went right, particularly on the defensive side in the first half. They made adjustments, but it was too late to salvage the game.
3rd and 3, 3rd and 10 in the first, half of the game. You man your hair off on those plays, and you make a couple of those plays and you get them right. I think some of our run fits were just a hair off, and the great thing is you look at the second half of that football game and you were a hair on, and that's what it looks like, and it's kind of what we have to be, 11 guys doing their job, and I think that was probably again another great reward to watch. And we didn't play great defense in the first half. I don't think that's nobody's saying we did, but I think the ability to make the adjustments and the ability to get ourselves corrected in game was really impressive.
Carson Hansen had to leave the game against Cincinnati, and his status for Colorado is questionable. So Campbell will turn to Abu Sama III to carry the load.
I think the great thing about having, I think a lot of talent in our backfield is we feel like there's great consistency. And obviously Abu is, on an equal platform as what you feel like with Carson in terms of, the type of player he is and what he can bring to our football team. And I thought he got better as the game went on, which was really awesome to see. From Carson's standpoint, probably questionable right now is still the status that's probably right to say. But, he's a tough kid, really trying to get himself back.
Iowa State has battled injuries in the secondary. Both starting cornerbacks Jontez Williams and Jeremiah Cooper are out for the season. So it was junior Trey Bell and redshirt freshman Quentin Taylor Jr. who got the start against the Bearcats, and Campbell liked what he saw.
What you saw Saturday, those guys made play after play after play Saturday, and we're great in the moment against a great quarterback and some really skilled receivers. And again, we'll get tested again there this week just because you're playing another really good quarterback with another group of really talented receivers. But I think from our end of it, it certainly allows us to have confidence. I think that group will only grow and continue to get better, but I don't feel like it made us feel any other way other than we kind of felt like those guys were pretty good players waiting for their opportunity. And that's the fun thing about football is when you get your shot, are you going to be ready for your moment? And I think we've continued to show that we've got guys when they get their opportunity, they're ready to play. And I thought Quentin did a great job of that Saturday for sure.
Matt Campbell will go toe-to-toe against Deion Sanders. This is the first meeting between the Buffs and the Cyclones since 2010, so the two have not coached against each other. Colorado is rebuilding after losing Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter and Deion's son, Shador Sanders. Deion's celebrity status might have overshadowed the job he has done in turning around the Buffalo's program, says Campbell.
Obviously, it's got an incredible past to it. You know, it's a program that's won a national championship, and yet was really on tough times. And I think what he has given that program is life. You know, I mean, it's a team that won 9 games a year ago. Man, you watch this young team, and boy, they're up 14-0 on the road at TCU last week. You know, and you know, just man, it's almost like they ran out of time in the football game. They were right there to win the game in the fourth quarter, and so I think a group of kids that obviously have great talent. I think he's brought in tremendous talent. I think a group of kids that play really hard. They're really skilled. I think right now just a young team that's growing forward. And
Iowa State will have to face another mobile quarterback in Colden Salter, a transfer from Liberty who has thrown for 901 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions on the season, but can also make plays outside the pocket. Campbell says it's nothing new.
He fits that mold of, you know, obviously very skilled in terms of his ability to maneuver through the pocket as a pocket passer. And then I think also, you know, like you said, I mean, his ability in the quarterback run game, his ability to get outside the pocket and make plays. I think all those things show up. And, you know, again, you're talking about a guy that's got a lot of experience, not just at Colorado. And so, you know, really impressed when, you know, you watch him play, his confidence in what's going on. Obviously, he's got great skill players around him, and so it fits the mold of exactly what we've seen here now the last 6 weeks.
Iowa State is ranked number 22. They're 5-1 on the season, and they travel to Boulder, Colorado to take on the Buffaloes, who are 2-4 on the season. Kickoff is at 2:30 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Cyclone pregame is at 12:30 here on KSOM. That was a look at Iowa State football here on our halftime show. I'm Jack McKee reporting.
The holidays are quickly approaching.
Where will you be in 2, 5, or even 10 years? Do you dream of a more fulfilling career with greater earning potential? Let Iowa Western help you achieve those goals. This is Cindy Wetterland, Iowa Western Cass County Director, and all of our Iowa Western instructors are dedicated to your learning, growth, and advancement towards reaching your greatest potential. The Atlantic Center offers a wide variety of college credit coursework with small class sizes to maximize your experience and opportunity to excel. Start working towards your degree by stopping into Iowa Western Cass County Center to change your future today.
What's your favorite thing to eat at the Wyoda Steakhouse? I love the certified Angus steaks and burgers. Wait, I'd like to change my answer to the pork tenderloin. No, the fried chicken. Okay, it's the all-you-can-eat fish on Friday night. But then there's that macaroni and cheese. Okay, the final answer is the mac and cheese. Sorry, Grandma, it's the best. So bring the family and bring your friends to a tradition of great eating at the Wyoda Steakhouse. Open 5 to 10 Tuesday through Saturday, or give them a carryout call at 712-783-9232.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today, I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center.
ACGC leads AHSTW 28-0, John, and it was an impressive performance by ACGC, particularly their defense, because with the Vikings one-sided on offense and their passing game pretty much non-existent, there was nowhere for them to go, and the Chargers, you could just see the confidence building.
Yeah, you brought it. It's so true, Chris, and you brought it up a couple times, and you could tell the defense, okay, this is what they're doing. And on the field, that's when you know you have leaders, because they made the adjustments. I'm sure they're getting coached from the side, but when you have the experience, we talked about that on the way over. This ACGC team has a lot of seniors that have played a lot of football games together, and they do a great job of knowing their role, not just on offense. We talk about that a lot, and rightfully so, but this defense reminds me a lot, the way they're playing tonight, the last time we saw a swarming defense like this was Audubon. You know, how they just swarm to the ball, right? They always, it's not just a one-on-one tackle. It's 3 or 4 guys right there in the right spot, gang tackling, play after play after play.
Well, the opening drive of the game, remember the Vikings won the toss. They deferred, so they'll get the ball first here in the second half. But ACGC just marched right down the field. Actually, it was a little pooch kick, and so they had it in good field position at their own 40-yard line. And after a 40-yard run by Crawford, that set up a 2-yard touchdown run by Crawford. It was 7-0 at the 8:54 mark. AHSTW got a couple of first downs. They moved the ball starting from their own 27, but facing a 4th down and 7 on the Avoca on the ACGC 31-yard line. An incomplete pass. They had to turn it over on downs. Chargers moved down the field. Schneider ran it in from 10 yards out. It was 14-0 Chargers with 38 seconds left in the quarter. AHSTW had to punt. They moved Osborne, a great punt. He moved the Chargers all the way back to their own 1 with 9:32 to go in the second quarter. And then they got close to midfield on just run. And then suddenly out of nowhere, Tommy Scram, play action.
Who knew?
And wide open was Joe Crawford for a 44-yard touchdown. At the 3:22 mark, it was 21-0. AHSTW pretty much went 3 and out and turned it right back over. The Chargers from their own 35. And again, they threw another pass. It was pass interference. Then another pass. And this one was caught for 41 yards by Crawford. That was down to the 4. Schneider took it the rest of the way with 50 seconds left. 28-0 at the half. As you might expect, total yardage heavily in favor of ACGC by 200 yards exactly. So I must be off somewhere. ACGC 287, AHSTW 87. Crawford has 7 carries for 77 yards and a touchdown, and 2 catches for 85 yards and a touchdown. Braxton Schneider, 16 carries, 106 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Tommy Scram, 3 carries for 14 yards. Ryder Klein, 1 carry for 5. And Scram, 2 of 2 for 85 yards and a touchdown. For AHSTW, they have 69 yards rushing, 18 yards in the air. Drew Lee, 9 carries for 45 yards. Gavin Gettler, 5 carries for 12 yards. Dayton Osbar, 3 carries for 12. Osbar, 2 of 9 for 18 yards, both to Lee. One was a hook and ladder, actually caught by Harder, but he pitched it back. So give it to Lee for 9 on that one. And there's your scoring, 28-0 on the C-Pro scoreboard. Okay. Well, we'll take a break. When we return, we'll have scores from around the area on our Aiken Building Center halftime. As we roll on, we're in Avoca, and we're back after this 2-minute timeout on KSOM.
Harvest will be over before you know it. Now's the time to save with Vetter Equipment in Audubon. Sign up now for our after-harvest combine inspection special, just $1,200 for a complete inspection, plus a deep clean by Stahl's pressure washing. Includes power washing, blown out, and windows cleaned. And it gets better. Save 10% on genuine Case IH parts and service when Vetter Equipment does the work. Don't wait. Call 712-563-4219 today. Vetter Equipment, your local Case IH dealer in Audubon.
Get more out of every acre with Hoist Distributing. We have precision planting for perfect rows, the best seed for strong starts, and premium fertilizer to fuel your yields. Fight pests and weeds with top quality chemicals. Everything you need to boost production and profits. From planting to harvest, Hoist Distributing is your partner in the field. Better tools, bigger harvests. Call Hoist Distributing in Audubon at 712-563-3030.
Kotzky Tree Care is recognized for their quality tree services. But did you know they also excel in landscaping? They can transform your home with stunning features like retaining walls, patios, pathways, or fire pits. At Kotzky Tree Care and Landscaping, they work closely with you to design the landscape you've dreamed of. Whether you're looking to update your outdoor space or start fresh with new construction, they'll work with you to bring your vision to life. For all your tree care and landscaping needs, call 712-249-9725. At Kotzky Tree Care and Landscaping, they're always willing to go out on a limb for you.
And back here at AHSTW, Chris and John and Jack with you. Halftime, 28-0 on the C-Pro scoreboard. ACGC over AHSTW. Let's take a look at other scores from around the area. Over on our sister station, KS95 Atlantic, leading Greene County 21-0 at half. Tom and the crew are happy there. Carroll leads Creston 12-0 at halftime. In 8-man, Woodbine leads Boyer Valley 20-0 in the second quarter. Fremont Mills all over Stanton Essex 40-0 in the second. Audubon on top of Coon Rapids Bayard 60-16 in the second quarter. Lennox leads Seymour 36-0 at the half. Cam on top of Griswold 38-6 at the half. Back to 11-man football. ICAM Manning topping Westwood 22-0 at half. Woodbury Central leads Logan Magnolia 14-0 at the half. Mount Ayr on top of Nottoway Valley in the second quarter, 41-0. It's Tri-Center leads Mo Valley 14-7. That's closer than I thought at the half. Underwood on top of Shenandoah 28-0 at the half. Trainer blowing out Red Oak 35-0 in the second quarter. Lewis Central leads Denison Schleswig 35-0 at the half. ADM on top of Glenwood 24-3 at the half. I've not seen a Riverside score. And a reminder, we'll have the scoreboard show coming your way at 10 o'clock tonight on both KS95 and KSOM. Well, we'll go through all the scores from across the state. I don't know. What do you think? I got nothing else on our Aiken Building Center halftime.
It's still beautiful, but it's getting a little chilly.
You're chilly?
Yeah.
Jack's got a jacket.
He got a jacket.
He's prepared.
He brought a backpack, and I did not. And
I'm fine. I like it when it has a little chill in the air. I'm interested.
I mean,
in
it's a beautiful,
gorgeous,
unbelievable night. No wind. I mean, just fantastic. Kudos to both crowds here tonight too. I mean, HTW, we came 2 times last year, and this is, well, for me, the first time here because you were at Riverside when they played when I was gone. But
no, we were here.
Yeah,
we came here. Yeah, we were here for Riverside and the Vikings.
And they always do a great job of supporting, their team and.
Yes, and it's a pink out tonight, and even though they're wearing all blues, but they instead of the red mustache on the Viking, it's pink. I don't think Vikings have pink mustaches. Traditionally, I wouldn't say they have pink mustaches.
I doubt it.
I would highly doubt it, too. I don't think they had that shade of color back in the day of the Vikings. It was the Vikings who discovered North America, not Americo Vespucci, the Italian. Supposedly, he discovered America instead of Columbus, because we're celebrating Columbus Day on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and let's see what happens here in the second half. I mean, ACGC is going to kick it deep, and this is an important drive for the Vikings. If they don't score in this drive, we could go to running clock.
Not just that, Chris, but just for them for the rest of the season, right? For next week is okay. How after meeting, sitting down, looking at what has worked, and how can we maybe get rid of the ball a little bit quicker? How can we run off tackle? Whatever it might be, let's see what they're going to try to focus on here on this first drive.
Drew Lee is back deep. I got to look at the binoculars from the right way. If I look at it from the other way that I did, then I can't see anything. Drew Lee back deep. Gettler and Harder are the up men in front of him. And Wetzel will kick it from right to left for ACGC. And he approaches. He's going deep and over end. Lee from about the 6, up the middle. Lee, he squeezed through a hole, still on his feet at the 40. Stiff arm in midfield at the 50. Lee near side at the 30 and shoved out of bounds. Ryder Klein saved the touchdown.
We call it wedge, right? I mean, so great kick by Wetzel. It's about at the 2, but you can see the wedge form.
And he ducked underneath it.
Yeah, he ducked underneath it, and all he needed was a little bit, and then exploded. Got a couple more blocks down the field, and this is huge. I mean, obviously the biggest play for the Vikings.
What a great return by Lee. Started at his own 6-yard line. And he goes 54, 57, 60 yards just about. First down and 10 from the 32. And give it to Lee as if he's not. Osbar with a keeper. He's going far side of the numbers. Breaking a tackle. And he's dropped right at the 10. Osbar faked it to the Lee. Why give it to Lee after he just ran about 60 yards? And then Osbar kept it. He's got a better equipment first down in the Hoyts distributing red zone.
Yeah, great job. It's a planned quarterback keep, but he rode Lee just enough to wait for those linebackers to slide through and then went right upfield for a great first down play.
That's their best yardage of the night. First down to the 11-yard line in Charger territory. In the Hoyts distributing red zone, Osbar back to pass. Rolls to the near side. He's going to run it. Trying to break a tackle, and he cannot. Boy, he had that ball hanging out there very dangerously. And Sheeter brought him down for no gain, maybe a loss. No, they're going to say right at the 11, no gain.
Yeah, Sheeter comes from all the way from the weak side linebacker there. Just a great job by the Chargers secondary because they're trying to flood it, and Osmore just with getting outside can't find something, and it's probably a good job. He needs to tuck it away, but he doesn't. He keeps this drive alive.
Second down and 10 from the 11. Split back to the shotgun for Osbar, and he hands it off. Coming near side, nowhere to go for Gettler. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. And now it's third down and 10.
Yeah, Sheeter, if he doesn't make that play, that does go for 5 or 6 yards because they had a double team at that next level at the linebacker, and Sheeter does a really good job of like he has all night, taking up space and making plays.
In the Hoyts distributing red zone, your precision planning and Channel C dealer in Audubon. Give Chad a call today, 712-304-0487. Third and 10 from the 11. Osbar back to pass. Throws it across the middle. Touchdown, Harder. Colin Harder, their leading receiver, on a slant. That's what you said in the pregame there, that they should throw that. And that's the first time they've thrown it, John, and it goes for a touchdown.
Go Twins, and Harder's right there at the slot, and exactly right, Chris. The thing, two of the hardest plays to defend is a tight end pop pass, which very few people play with a tight end anymore, and that quick slant because you can get it right quickly out of the quarterback's hand from the shotgun position and get it between the linebackers and the DBs.
Freeman only has missed 5 extra points all year. He didn't miss that time. It's good. 9:52 to go in the third quarter. The Vikings are back in it, but it's still 28-7 on the C-Pro scoreboard. ACGC on top. Back in a minute on KSOM.
Have you got calves in the pasture and dreams of financial success in the making? When you wean them, start them strong with the full line of starter feed options from Purina Mills and Adair Feed and Grain, the trusted team for generations of farmers. Packed with high-quality protein, essential nutrients, and science-backed formulas, our starters boost early growth, health, and weaning success because healthy starts lead to strong finishes. Give your calves the best start with Purina and Adair Feed and Grain. Purina, from the start and every step after.
Remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Call Community Insurance in Audubon today at 712-563-4422 or stop by at 422 Tracy Street in Audubon.
So the Vikings are back in the ball game. Cash Freeman will kick it deep for AHSTW. From left to right, the crowd is coming alive. Here's a pooch, onside kick, but he pushed it up in the air, and it was caught by one of the up men for ACGC, and that's an easy catch right there.
And he did a fair catch. You know, once again, little things, but coaching at multiple levels. You know, when you fair catch it, means you can't return it, but you can't be touched. So even on a pooch kick like that, having your up man understanding those type of rules.
So first down and 10, good field position here for the Chargers at their own 43-yard line. Up 28-7 on the C-Pro scoreboard. Crawford in motion. Give it to Schneider. Just running over guys, refusing to go down. And he barrels forward just shy of midfield to the 49 for a gain of 6. Back to the run.
How many times, Chris, we talked about a 5-yard run, 6-yard run, and that's what they do. They just pound you. We've seen the throw tonight, but you know.
Well, you got to keep respecting the run up the middle, and then boom, they're going to throw it now. You know, or they're going to give it to Crawford on an end around. You know, that's what you got to be wary of. It's second down and 4. Just shy of midfield of the 49-yard line, their own. Scram under center. Schneider again. Just rolling right through, bouncing and going forward inside the 40, and he rumbles down to the 35-yard line for a gain of 17 and a Vetter Equipment first down.
You know, you think about fullbacks, and he's not as big, but he runs with such power, you know, pad level. And, you know, the offensive line, kudos to them because they get him a crease, but he does a really good job of understanding exactly where he needs to go and then continues to drive play after play.
First down and 10 for the Chargers at the Viking 36-yard line. Scram will give it to Schneider again, and this time again he goes right up the gut and dropped inside the 30 and about the 28-yard line. It's another 8-yard run.
That time it's got a little bit of cross box. So you have Crawford going. The last couple plays, the play has gone to where the motion goes. So now you got people following the motion, linebackers and thinking, ball's going that way, ball's going that way. Motion goes to the right.
No.
Then you're going to go to the left.
Yeah, you just go right up the gut. Again, I mean, you got to be wary of Crawford and his abilities. Second down and 2 from the 28. And Crawford underneath this time, and he slips and falls down, but he has enough for the first down of the 25-yard line. And that will be a Vetter Equipment first down run of about 7. He actually fell for 7.
Yeah.
I mean, this team is just what they've been able to do. They lost a lot, remember. I mean, we actually did the research on the number of passes. They actually threw it 46 times a year ago, but Jathan South was one of those guys who could throw the ball. It's first down and 10 for the Chargers. And a handoff up the middle. Big hole for Schneider, and he's carrying guys down to about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Schneider does a great job, but once again, the push and the creases. So, I mean, it's one thing to get engaged. You know, it's the next thing. Okay, once you engage, push those defenders backwards to make lanes, not just holes, lanes for the running backs.
In the Hoist Distributing red zone, and it's a Vetter Equipment first down to the 11-yard line. Scram under center. And this time he keeps it. And he runs off of left side, and he squeezes his way down close to the 5, maybe the 6.
You can start to see him gain confidence too, and compared to week 1, just the flow and the timing and everything with the new quarterback, and you know, the timing is much more fluid than we saw in week 1.
It's second down and 4 from just outside the 5, And ACGC is going to take a timeout. 6:27 to go in the third quarter on the C-Pro scoreboard, 28-7. ACGC with the lead. Back after this, KSOM.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly, we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
All right, second down and 5 for ACGC at the 6. And Scram gives it to Schneider up the middle. He's still alive. He's bowling forward. He's going to be close to a first down to about the 2 or 1. I don't think he has well, I don't know. I don't know if he's got to. He's close.
It is close. Third and inches is what the PA announcer.
Well, we'll go with that. So it's second out at 6, and Schneider got 5. On his 21st carry of the night, I have him now at 155 yards. So it's third down and less than a yard from the 2. 28-7 of the C-Pro scoreboard, and ACGC trying to punch it in again. Scram under center, and he gives it to Schneider. Fullback dive. He didn't get it in the end zone, I don't think.
He got the first down.
But he got the better equipment first down. That's actually okay with Matheson, the coach for the Chargers, because they could just take more time off the clock. I mean, the Vikings need to make a somehow goal line stand here. But it's going to be first down and goal from the 1. Inside the 1, really at the half-yard line. The safe thing to do here is just scram on a sneak, but they might dive it again with Schneider.
They might have to call another timeout. The play clock's already down to 5.
They're up on it now, down to 2. They get it off. Crawford came around and in, and he squeezed his way to the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown. So instead of Schneider pushing forward, they gave it to Crawford coming around. And he gets in for his second touchdown run of the night and his 3rd overall. Well, ACGC, it's one of the Wetzel with the extra point. The kick is good, 5-12. I'll make my point when we return. But 35-7 on the C-Pro scoreboard. ACGC with the lead. And we're back after this here on KSOM.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services.
Get more out of every acre with Hoist Distributing. We have precision planting for perfect rows, the best seed for strong starts, and premium fertilizer to fuel your yields. Fight pests and weeds with top quality chemicals. Everything you need to boost production and profits. From planting to harvest, Hoist Distributing is your partner in the field. Better tools, bigger harvests. Call Hoist Distributing in Audubon at 7.
ACGC on the C-Pro score leads at 35-7. The point I was going to make, John, is the Chargers have had so much success in the regular season, but they just have run into a wall at some point in the playoffs. They still have not been to the Dome, and they have to get over the hump. Here's an onside kick, and the Vikings able to fall on it at their own 46-yard line. Trying to catch him napping that time, but AHSTW was able to get on it. That was Parker Crone. I don't know what they need to do to take it to the next level. I mean, they just run into a team that becomes physical and tough on the line, and they're able, and it just negates their running game a little bit.
It does, but it seems like right now with the adjustments you've talked about tonight, Chris, this defense has a passing attack like Tri-Center had last year. That's the only thing that I can see that. Oh, that's a face mask. Yeah. Lee
gets the carry on the end around, and that's trying to reach out and touch someone. and it's going to be a face mask called against the Chargers. And Lee lost 3 yards, but they're going to mark off 15. I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, Matheson has made changes, but I think this defense this year might be better than last year.
I think the front four is why. I mean,
and remember, they're playing without Cade Sorensen tonight, who's hurt.
Exactly. But, I mean, the pressure and just the – and if you watch, it's not a traditional down four lineman. Watch some of the times the defensive tackles – for you guys on YouTube especially, they're not in a three-point stance. They're in a two-point stance at different levels, which makes it really hard to block.
Powered by Nistanet, technically awesome. Play action. Osbar back to pass on 1st and 10. He steps up in the pocket. He fumbles the football. Vikings get back on it. A flag is down at the end of the play. So we'll check that. Freeman was right around the fumble, but it was Jackson Jensen who recovered it for the Vikings, who's got one pink sock and one white sock. He didn't want to go all the way out and go with two. He's not all in. He's half in. He's got a half a pink. Well, he's got a full pink, but then he goes white on the other. So I don't get it. There may be some significance to the half pink, half white. The flag is called against AHSTW. He's the only one out there on the field with two different colored socks. He must have woken up in the morning and, I don't know, just forgot. He didn't have enough socks, enough pink.
There's only so much pink that can go around.
That's true. So that's the defense against Jensen.
Yep.
For Jensen is there's only so much pink to go around for the guys. But they do say real men wear pink. It's a 5-yard penalty against the Vikings. I swear to you, he only has one pink sock. 1st down and 15, 2nd and 15. Osbar play action. And he just threw that one into the ground. They're thinking it might be a fumble. There's a scramble, but it was an incomplete pass. Sandboothie, the tight end, was the intended receiver.
That was like a pinball. It was supposed to be a screen pass, came off the running back, then the offensive lineman almost caught it, and actually made a smart play by batting it down instead of catching it, because if he would have caught it, it would have been a 6-yard loss.
Now I see Chase Wheatley only has one pink sock. And
well, maybe they shared.
And then maybe they shared, because Wheatley doesn't have another sock. He's only got one sock. So I don't. Maybe
they're styling.
They're styling. It's a new style. It's they're setting the fashion trend. One pink sock
at a time.
Yeah, sounds like a name of a Broadway play. One pink sock. I should go write it.
There you go.
3rd and 15. 4:31 to go in the third quarter. 35-7 ACGC on the C-Pro scoreboard. Trips to the far side. Left to right. Osbar back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Throws it right through the hands of Harder. And he's lucky there wasn't a defender right behind him on the tip drill, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, so that time, Harder comes trips on the left. Harder comes all the way across, but the Chargers were in the right defense. Once again, Chris, so they're in man-to-man. So if Harder would have caught it, I don't think it'd be 1st down, because the Chargers were playing man-to-man instead of zone, which the trips ran everybody off.
Gettler only has one pink sock. I'm now suddenly noticing socks. We have flags all over the place on the punt. I didn't notice the socks until now. Now we found 3 players with 1 sock. So there you go. It's a new fashion thing, I think. Dead ball, offsides on ACGC. Well, it's 4th down and 15, so it's not going to affect much there. It will mark it in at the 42-yard line. It's now 4th and 10 in the Charger territory. You could, I mean, it would be a brave move to try a pass play. Osbar comes up, and now we have the play is blown dead.
Timeout.
Man, that's not a good timeout with 18 on the play clock, but maybe Pat T wants to think about it, go for it here. I don't know. 4:27 to go with the third. Back after this on KSOM.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
Touchdown Beer and Griddle in Atlantic is your ultimate destination for great food, cold drinks, and an unbeatable atmosphere. Whether you're craving juicy burgers, mouth-watering tacos, or a crisp beer to wash it down, we got you covered. Enjoy a wide range of appetizers, wraps, sandwiches, and indulgent desserts, perfect for sharing with family and friends. With a fun and friendly vibe, it's a perfect spot to catch the game, hang out, make lasting memories. From the first bite to the last sip, Touchdown Beer and Grill delivers the ultimate hangout experience. Come for the food, stay for the fun.
Well, 4th down and 10, and AHSTW decided to go for it, and Osbar threw it deep for Harder, and Harder, as he slips down, had it and then lost it, and it's incomplete, and the Vikings turn it over on downs.
I really like the play call. You're down, 35-7, and that's the best pass Osborne's had all night. I mean, that was a great flag route. So you're going down the hash, and then you go to the outside flag or in the end zone, and Harder was there, but it was well defended, and right as he was trying to pull it in, the Chargers defender knocked it out.
But they really needed to get it because now the
did.
Chargers start at their own 42, and Scram gives it to Schneider, and he runs it off a right tackle, and he'll get about 5 yards.
He likes contact.
Yes, he
does.
does.
He really does.
Matheson said that when he told me about making the switch to fullback. Says Schneider doesn't run away from it.
He doesn't just run to it. He runs through it.
Yes, he does. He is not afraid. Not afraid whatsoever. He's got 161 yards on 23 carries right now. And it's 2nd down and 5 for the Chargers at their own 48. Scram. And why not? Schneider again. Big hole! And he breaks it, and he's tackled inside the 40. They gave it on the end around of Morgan Nolte, the tight end. And Nolte busted it up the middle, and he gets 14 yards on that run, and Evan Harder might have saved a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, a nice different crinkle. We've talked about the throws that something that now teams are going to have to prepare for. Now you have the tight end going against the motion that you have with Crawford going away from the play. Just a lot of wrinkles that they're showing here tonight.
Better equipment, 1st down. And a run by Schneider, and he's rumbling inside the 25, down close to the 20. And it's a gain of 18 yards for Schneider.
Now you're really starting to see, Chris, just the size of the offensive line for the Chargers just impose their will.
Asserting themselves.
And just what we talked about a little bit earlier in this quarter, lanes being formed because of the size and their ability to engage and stay engaged.
It's a better equipment 1st down to the 21-yard line. Scram hands it on a late handoff. Up the middle is Klein. Ryder Klein is in the Hoist Distributing red zone as he dives to about the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 6. And I had a wrestling commentator, excuse me, John, who always said that once you have the lead, you get the guy down and he said, he would always say, break their spirit.
Yeah.
That's what he would say,
absolutely.
and that's what the Chargers are really doing with this drive.
And it's not just the line. That's a perfect example. So, Nolte, how many carries he have? 3 or 4 tonight? And
well, that's his first.
All of them break tackles. I mean, it really does start to wear on you.
Pitch to Crawford. Cuts it back of the numbers, and he scampers his way inside the 5.
Touchdown.
He's in. Touchdown for 14 yards for Joe Crawford, his 3rd touchdown run, 4th of the night. And now he's only a yard shy of 100 yards rushing, but he does have 85 yards passing, or 85 yards receiving. And Crawford puts it away again. And Wetzel is on for the extra point, his 2nd touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. Wetzel's kick.
He gets it up in the air.
Yes,
wow.
he does. 1:44 to go in the 3rd. And ACGC on the C-Pro score. We're now running clock. It's 42-7. And we're back after this here on KSOM.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
42-7. ACGC with the lead. On a C-Pro scoreboard, Wetzel. This time he'll boom it deep. End over end. And Lee from the 5. Up the middle. Ooh. Somebody went way low on him, and it tripped him up. And he fell out about the 25, 26-yard line.
Hope he's okay.
So next week, we'll wrap up the regular season with 8-man football. We'll be in Audubon. It's the Battle of Audubon County as Xira HK will try and stop the Wheelers. All the times are the same. 7 o'clock for the kick, 6:30 for the pregame. Scotty Report 5 in the huddle, 5:15. We have an injured player down on the field for AHSTW, so we'll step aside. And we're back after this on KSOM.
When your home or business has been affected by water, fire, smoke, or mold, and you don't know what to do next, we do. From one room to multiple levels, we can do it all while working with you and your insurance company. Service Master by Rice is your local experts for residential and commercial restoration, offering emergency services 24/7, 365. To set up services, call 712-243-5373 with phones answered 24/7. Service Master by Rice serves all of Western Iowa.
Well, the injured player was Drew Lee, and I believe he's going to have to sit out for a play, at least. I'd be sitting out the rest of the night if I took that hit. My goodness gracious, he got popped. We still got 1:28 left in the 3rd quarter.
But we're in the running clock now.
Yes, we are. Dayton Osbar is in the shotgun for the Vikings. He turns and hands it off to Gettler. Gettler just running right up the middle, big hole. Still pushing his way forward across the 35 down to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 12 and a Vetter Equipment first down.
Probably the best between tackle run we've seen tonight from the Vikings. Just a great job by Gettler getting that, but the push for the Vikings offensive line was tremendous there.
We're under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. AHSTW got a touchdown right out of the gates on a great return by Lee and Osbar to Harder, but 2 straight touchdowns by Crawford. And now we got a false start or a motion play. Coming way across from the far side of the field was Chase Wheatley, but somebody else moved. And 5 yards backwards for the Vikings.
One of the guards,
I don't know,
was doing a great job of pulling. It was just before the snap.
The clock had stopped. And now it's rolling again. ACGC against Riverside next week for the district title. What a game that will be. Unfortunately, we won't be there, but we'll see a very good Audubon team once again. The handoff is to Getler, and this time there's nowhere to go.
And Exira EHK coming off that big win against Cam last week, too.
Yeah, and they had to survive Glidden Ralston tonight to keep their playoff hopes alive. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Your score on the C-Pro scoreboard, ACGC 42, AHSTW 7. We're back after this here on KSOM.
Need expert excavation work done right? Call Harrison Hoyt Excavation, your local pros in site prep, grading, and land work. From homes to driveways, landscaping to construction, we handle it all with safety, precision, and modern equipment. Storm damage? We're ready for emergency excavation when you need us most. Based right here in Atlantic, Iowa, we proudly serve our community and surrounding counties, on time and on budget. Call Harrison Hoyt Excavation today at 712-249-5137 or email harrison@hchexcavation.com.
Where will you be in 2, 5, or even 10 years? Do you dream of a more fulfilling career with greater earning potential? Let Iowa Western help you achieve those goals. This is Cindy Wetterland, Iowa Western Cass County Director, and all of our Iowa Western instructors are dedicated to your learning, growth, and advancement towards reaching your greatest potential. The Atlantic Center offers a wide variety of college credit coursework with small class sizes to maximize your experience and opportunity to excel. Start working towards your degree by stopping into Iowa Western Cass County Center to change your future today.
Well, spontaneous cheer there by
That's something new.
The AHSTW.
Well, they had their phones up with lights on, and then they started jumping.
It was all pink all the time on that jump. It was a pink jump. Back to passes Osbar. He throws it near side to Harder at the 30 behind the line of scrimmage. And at the hash mark, he's dropped across the 40. It's across the original line of scrimmage at about the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Yeah, a really good job by Harder catching the ball, eluding the first. But the flow, you know, we've talked about it all night, Chris, is after the first couple plays, you could just tell that the Chargers, the whole defense, knew exactly where they needed to be and have been there play after play after play.
Just got to keep them in front of you if you're ACGC. And for the Chargers, the pass game has just been erratic all night. They needed it there. 3rd down and 7, right to left on your radio dial from their own 41. Low snap. Osbar's going to run. Bounces it near side. Cuts it on the numbers. Dives forward. Has the Vetter equipment first down just shy of midfield.
Oh, they're giving a first down.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yep. Vetter equipment first down. Gain of 8.
My bad.
Did I say something else?
Oh, my bad. Short of the 50, I was.
Yeah, he only needed to get to the 48.
Yep.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's been a long week.
It's a long week, but you got the beans done.
I did get the beans done yesterday. Thank goodness.
Beans are done.
Yes.
In the books.
All the farmers out there know exactly what I'm talking about.
First down and 10 for the Vikings at their own 49. Play action. Osbar back to pass, steps up and throws. It's caught. Far side, Sambuthi. Oh, he drags a tackler, and he gets to the first down. What a nice move by Sambuthi. He originally caught it behind, and he dragged the tackler about another 3 yards or so, and he gets down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Vetter equipment first down.
Great play, execution, and knowing where the sticks are. You know, that's something, those are the type of plays, even if you don't win the game tonight, those are the positive things that you can take forward to, you know, next week and beyond.
First down and 10 for the Vikings at the Charger 40-yard line. Wheatley in motion to the near side. Ball skips its way. Osborne has it. He's under duress, and he throws it near side, and it's caught by Wheatley right on the ground. He picked it off the turf at the 33-yard line for a gain of 7, and what would have been nothing.
Skip.
Skip to my Lou.
Yeah, the snap skips, and then you have people going, just breathing down your neck and be able to get that for a gain of 8. What a play.
Second down and 2 for the Vikings. Osbar, low snap again, but he hands it off. Coming near side is Lee back in there, and he gets twisted around inside the 25-yard line to the 24, but picks up another Veteran Equipment first down on a gain of 8.
Yeah, positive plays here by the Vikings, and, just once again, even though they're probably not going to score 35 points to get back in this game, love how they're executing. They just sprint out of the huddle. Great job of just continue to play.
First down and 10. Osbar hands it off to Gettler. Slips off one tackle. Near side inside the 20. Stays on his feet inside the 10. He's in. Touchdown. Gettler, 23 yards. Their best drive of the night.
Chris, that's super impressive, right? You're down 35 points, and every single play there was well executed. Every single play came out of the huddle to their, and then for Gettler to not go, he could have gone out of bounds 2 to 3 times there and continued to want and get that touchdown.
It was about the 10, just inside the 10. I thought he was going to go out of bounds. He was only on 1 foot and somehow kept his balance and went the rest of the way. And Freeman on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. 8:20 to go in the fourth quarter. On your C-Pro scoreboard, ACGC with the lead over AHSTW 42-14. Back after this on KSOM.
What's your favorite thing to eat at the Wyoda Steakhouse? I love the certified Angus steaks and burgers. Wait, I'd like to change my answer to the pork tenderloin. No, the fried chicken. Okay, it's the all-you-can-eat fish on Friday night. But then there's that macaroni and cheese. Okay, the final answer is the mac and cheese. Sorry, Grandma, it's the best. So bring the family and bring your friends to a tradition of great eating at the Wyoda Steakhouse. Open 5 to 10 Tuesday through Saturday. Or give them a carryout call at 712-783-9232.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
All right, so a nice play, couple of plays by AHSTW, and Gettler, a very impressive 23-yard touchdown run. Maybe a little too late, but still a good play nevertheless. Freeman will kick it and kick it deep. And there was nobody back there. That better get back into the end zone. Somebody able to recover it at the 4. Crawford scrambles up the numbers and gets across the 20-yard line. ACGC was thinking maybe onside kick there, but they kicked it deep, and Crawford had to go back to scramble and get it.
But heads-up play by Crawford, knowing that that's a live ball and you got to get on it and get back to the 20-yard line.
So the Chargers back on it. Remember, they play Riverside next week. And if they're actually going to mark the ball at the 20, AHSTW will play Central Decatur next week, and more than likely will need a win to at least secure a playoff spot. 4 teams out of the district will get in. And the Vikings would like to be that 14. Misdirection play, and they run it to the near side. A big hole at the 30, to the 40, 50. Into Viking territory, the 40, and knocked out of bounds. I can't even see that number, but He's a little bit banged up.
First down, Chargers.
And that is
13.
Yeah, I mean, you can't see their numbers, but that's Scram. That's the quarterback.
Yeah.
Duh. And Scram scrambles for a big gainer. 6 yards for Tommy Scram.
He's still trying to shake that off.
Yeah, he got hit out of bounds, and it wasn't a light one, but a big time run by Tommy Scram. And they're going to get a timeout here to give him a chance to breathe. 8:04 to go in the fourth quarter. Odyssey Pro score 42-14 ACGC. Back after this here on KSOM.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
Harvest will be over before you know it. Now's the time to save with better equipment in Audubon. Sign up now for our after-harvest combine inspection special, just $1,200 for a complete inspection, plus a deep clean by Stahl's pressure washing. Includes power washing, blown out, and windows cleaned. And it gets better. Save 10% on genuine Case IH parts and service when better equipment does the work. Don't wait. Call 712-563-4219 today. Vetter Equipment, your local Case IH dealer in Audubon.
All right, it's first down and 10 on the Vetter Equipment run by Scram. And he gives it to Schneider. Boy, you know, he just hit the hole there, and there was a big hole, and he wasn't hit till he was about 5 yards downfield.
You're exactly right, Chris. He got 7 yards, 6 yards, and he was not hit until 4 or 5 yards down the field because of the blocking up front. Those linemen have done a phenomenal job tonight.
Again, without Sorensen, you got Cash Sir at the center, Lemke, Sheeter, the guards, Tunick, and Richter, the tackles for the Chargers. Second down and 4. And I give to big old Schneider again. He just goes forward, goes low, and barrels down for a first down. A Vetter Equipment first down to about the 24. It's a gain of 4. Maybe to the mark of the 23. No, they're going to move it back.
Say a little short.
Yeah, they're going to say he didn't quite get there.
They set the ball 3 times. The
Yeah.
first time it was a first down.
Yeah, they said it 3 times, literally. He said it first on the 23, then he said it on the 24, and then he said it back at the 24 and a half. So it's 3rd down and a half. My guess is Schneider will get it again. Tight formation. And it's Klein up the middle, and Klein has it. He got 2. Everybody's cheering for the Vikings, but it's a first down. And bodies are still being pulled up. And it's a Vetter Equipment first down for the Chargers. And 6:35. We're still a running clock.
No, back to 28 points.
No, but you got to get it under. I thought it was under 21. Oh, is it? No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of basketball. You got to get it under 25 once you get it over there. So yeah, it's not a running clock again. And so that time a carry goes for about 3 or 4 yards. Not much doing that time for the Chargers.
Yeah, quarterback keeper there.
Yeah, Scram.
Scram needs he's going to feel it tomorrow.
Yeah, he will. He loves baseball, though. Let me tell you, he's a great baseball player. I talked to him during the baseball season, and he is a scrappy baseball player. You know, he doesn't have, like, a ton of power, but he gets on the bases. He'll steal a ton of bases. He'll slap the ball. He'll get base hits all the time. He get into the gap. He could turn a double into a triple. He's got the wheels. Baseball's his first love. Second down and 8 from just outside the Hoist Distributing red zone. Scram gives it to Schneider, and he just goes forward in a cloud of dust inside the 15 to the 14 in a gain of about 6.
Snyder, you kind of talked about he has that one run for 27 yards, and besides that, everything is like 3 to 6, isn't it?
Well, he's got a gain of 18. He's got a 10-yard touchdown run. He's got a 16. He got a 27-yard run that came in the first half. So, but most of it, I mean, every once in a while he'll bust something.
But that's what they do. It's 5, 6,
yeah,
and then 18, then 27, then touchdown.
You're right. In the Hoist Distributing red zone, it's 3rd down and 2, and they go up the middle again, and it's going to be a Vetter Equipment first down run. I didn't even see who got the ball. I assume it's Snyder again.
Yeah, I think it was Snyder.
Oh, yeah. He's going to feel it tomorrow as well.
But
get it inside the 10 to the 9.
A lot of that is because he runs to and through.
I have him now at 200 yards rushing. 28 carries for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. Where do you go for player of the game tonight? Snyder, Crawford, or Scram? I mean, all 3 of them have done an incredible job. First down and goal from the 9. And Scram gives it to Schneider again. And he goes to the far side and goes down to about the 4.
Or do you give it to the offensive line because of what all those guys were able to do tonight? They are phenomenal athletes. But when you get lanes like that, that's why, as a running back, I always took my offensive lineman out for steak supper. That's when steaks were only $10.
Yeah. A little expensive now, man. I mean, one steak for each of those offensive linemen, they're going to need 2 ribeyes.
Well, yeah.
A piece.
A piece, for sure.
Yeah. So 1 ribeye alone is $30 now. So it gets to be expensive to take your offensive line out to dinner. Instead, you just give them each a pizza or something. That'd be cheaper, I'd say. Or take them to the touchdown and get them some wings.
There you go.
Timeout by ACGC. 3:29 to go in the ball game. 42-14 ACGC with the lead. Back after this here on KSOM.
Get more out of every acre with Hoist Distributing. We have precision planting for perfect rows, the best seed for strong starts, and premium fertilizer to fuel your yields. Fight pests and weeds with top quality chemicals. Everything you need to boost production and profits. From planting to harvest, Hoist Distributing.
Kotsky Tree Care is recognized for their quality tree services. But did you know they also excel in landscaping? They can transform your home with stunning features like retaining walls, patios, pathways, or fire pits. At Kotsky Tree Care and Landscaping, they work closely with you to design the landscape you've dreamed of. Whether you're looking to update your outdoor space or start fresh with new construction, they'll work with you to bring your vision to life. For all your tree care and landscaping needs, call 712-249-9725. At Kotsky Tree Care and Landscaping, they're always willing to go out on a limb for you.
In-home measurements and custom cabinet designs to bring your vision to life. Open 6 days a week. Call or stop in today. Anita Supply Center, we're here to help.
I got an idea. You know what they need to do is they need to take the Chargers offensive line to all-you-can-eat fish fry at Wyoda Steakhouse after the football season is over with.
There you go.
How much fish do you think that offensive line could eat on all-you-can-eat fish night?
A bunch.
Like an ocean's full.
Ocean's full.
2nd and goal from the 4.
Oh my
goodness! And they ran the play, and coming up with a football is Cash Freeman, I believe. But I think Scram is down.
Freeman?
No, that was not Freeman. I'm sorry, that is Sam Sturm.
Yeah, Sturm just...
He read the play perfectly.
He knew... He guessed what the snap count was, and he was right.
Yes.
He was definitely right.
He was right. And he just came in there untouched, and he just brought down Scram. He came up with a football, but Scram hit the turf first. It's 3rd down and goal from the 7. Well, I just see a massive humanity, but going backwards, and I don't think they got anything. I think they lost something, or maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but I didn't even see who had the ball. Well, let's see. It's a no-gainer. So it's 4th down and 7, 4th down and goal from the 7-yard line. you got Wetzel. I mean, it's 2:20. The game is over, but they're going to go for it.
I think it's going to be a pass. I really do.
Scram under center. He just gave it to Schneider. He goes up the middle, and he's stuffed, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Schneider got nothing. They didn't get any points out of it, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. And AHSTW will take over at their own 7-yard line. Well, it'll be a big game for the Vikings next week. Need to turn things around. They've lost 2 in a row now to Mount Air and to ACGC. And they'll have to beat the Cardinals next week to get to 500 and perhaps get into the playoffs as a 3 or a 4 seed. But you got Mount Air ahead of them, so it'd be a 4 seed for AHSTW. So it means you're going to have to face a really good team in the first round of the playoffs. And a handoff up the middle is going to go to the 15-yard line for a gain of 8. I didn't see. Oh, it was Lee. Lee was still in there.
You talk about, look at this district, though. You got Riverside, ACGC, Mount Air, all those teams.
And the Vikings, yeah.
And the Vikings, but all 3 teams.
Nottoway Valley. Southwest Valley is still alive for the playoffs, too. You got to worry about them. Although, AHSTW has a win over them. Handoff up the middle, Lee. And he's going to get the Vetter Equipment first down, gets to the 20-yard line on a gain of 5. 1:29 to go in the ball game. Don't forget the scoreboard show coming up at 10 o'clock. And the Vikings are going to bring in the second unit. And a tough night here at home for AHSTW.
But they're playing a great team.
Yes, they are. And a tough district. But we've been told that there's some athletes at the middle school level. So there's help on the way. And the handoff that time goes to Cooper Crummel. Camden Dreesen is in at quarterback. Dreesen, a very good pitcher. That's a gain of 4 for Drummel. And it's second down and 6 with 42 seconds left in the ball game. Play action, and Dreesen runs, and he goes up the middle across the 25 to the 27. He gets 3. And the Vikings may have time for one more play here with 25 seconds left, and it's ticking away. It's third down and 3 for AHSTW as ACGC will go to 7-0 in the season, and the Vikings fall to 3-4, and that one is going nowhere for a loss of 2, and that should do it. And that's your final score here tonight on our C-Pro scoreboard. ACGC remains undefeated as the 4th-ranked Chargers come into Avoca and defeat AHSTW by a final of 42-14. Coming up, we'll be back to wrap things up here on KSOM.
Get more out of every acre with Hoist Distributing. We have precision planting for perfect rows, the best seed for strong starts, and premium fertilizer to fuel your yields. Fight pests and weeds with top quality chemicals. Everything you need to boost production and profits. From planting to harvest, Hoist Distributing is your partner in the field. Better tools, bigger harvests. Call Hoist Distributing in Audubon at 712-563-3030.
Have you got calves in the pasture and dreams of financial success in the making? When you wean them, start them strong with the full line of starter feed options from Purina Mills and Adair Feed and Grain, the trusted team for generations of farmers. Packed with high-quality protein, essential nutrients, and science-backed formulas, our starters boost early growth, health, and weaning success because healthy starts lead to strong finishes. Give your calves the best start with Purina and Adair Feed and Grain. Purina, from the start and every step after.
Remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Call Community Insurance in Audubon today at 712-563-4422 or stop by at 422 Tracy Street in Audubon.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a
And Avoca, Chris Varney, John Becker, Jack McKee with you on YouTube as well, powered by Neshtanet, technically awesome. And 42-14 is the final score here tonight as ACGC remains undefeated and they go to 7-0 the season. AHSTW falls to 3-4. And John, it was just a very impressive showing by this Charger football team.
Yeah, and you know, the points is what people are going to see. We talked about it all night, Chris. I thought the defense did a great job of swarming and just getting pressure, getting on the other side of the field. They were always on the Vikings. On the Chargers defense was playing, you know, behind the sticks, you know, basically being in the backfield all the time, and that was something that is extremely impressive. And I'm just, you know, from seeing them week one to now, the offense definitely, there's a better flow. You know, you can tell that they've had some time now with everybody doing, and the wrinkles that they're throwing in, making it more and more difficult to, even though it's the same thing over and over, they're giving it to more people because they have so many weapons. They really do.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive what they do, and they got so many yards tonight. Braxton Schneider ran so hard up the middle. Joe Crawford on the outside, and then out of nowhere they decided to throw it. I mean, that's not ACGC like. I mean, Joe Crawford was wide open twice, and completed both passes. And if they're able to do that, they put that on film, so now teams have to account for it.
So now you have to keep a free safety 10 yards or deeper, right? I mean, you do, and not maybe if you are usually, depending if you do a cover 3 or cover 2, you're going to have one or two safeties that you can't. So teams want to have 11 mans in the box. Because you almost have to. They're so good at what they do. The details like we talked about pregame, just immaculate in how they run the things. Now you have to have a safety that's 8 to 10 yards off the line of scrimmage, and when you do that, then it opens up the running game again. I mean, it's really impressive.
Unofficially for ACGC, Joe Crawford, 10 carries, 99 yards, and 3 touchdowns, 2 catches for 85 yards and a touchdown. Braxton Schneider, 30 carries, 205 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Ryder Klein, 3 carries for 15 yards. Tommy Scram had 7 carries for 63 yards. Morgan Nolte, I had 1 carry for 14 yards. Scram, 2 of 2 passing for 45 yards, and there was another pass called back by an interception, or not an interception, but a pass interference. 397 yards rushing, 85 yards passing, 482 yards of total offense. For AHSTW, Drew Lee, 12 carries, 66 yards. Gavin Gettler, 9 carries for 47 yards at a touchdown. Dayton Osbar, 6 carries for 41 yards. Osbar through the air, 6 of 16 for 55 yards and a touchdown. Colin Hunter had 2 catches for 18 yards and a touchdown. There were no turnovers in the ball game for either club, which is no interceptions, no fumbles, which is, pretty impressive there. But Again, 7-0 for ACGC, 3-4 for AHSTW. And next week, the Battle of Audubon County. John, Exira HK and Audubon will be in Audubon for that one. Audubon trying to roll their way into the playoffs. They could be, well, I think they have to, I think they have to win tonight, which they should over CRB. And then that would wrap up the district title, I think. And then Exira HK, they're playing for a playoff spot as well. So.
Right, yeah. I mean, and Audubon always has a great crowd. We talked about great crowds for both squads here. Audubon, it's going to be electric. Every home game there, they do a great job. The field's always in awesome shape, and they love their football up there for sure. And little always when you have, like the Rivers, when you had Riverside versus AHTW, when you have two schools that are only 10 miles apart.
Right.
There's a little incentive there.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
That's next week. So that's going to wrap things up here tonight in Avoca. I want to thank both coaches, Cody Matheson and Davis Pattee in the pregame. Thanks to Jack McKee doing a great job on the video, powered by Nishtanet. For John Becker, this is Chris Vonnie signing off from AHSTW High School. We're about to you the final score here tonight. ACGC wins it 42-14. Good night, everybody, from Avoca, Iowa on KSOM.